Hello everyone and welcome back to another live stream here on the twitch.tv/the Xisuma, where we are going to be trying to push for level 65, and it has just occurred to me that we might actually do that like right now, which is kind of interesting. If you just heard some noise, I was just changing the desk so I could sit down. Whew! And here we go! Do you know what? I almost forgot I had a stream planned today. Just plowed through my morning, not really thinking about anything, and then went for a walk. And that's the point in the day where I'm like, okay, what am I doing with the next few hours? And I was like, oh yeah, I'm going to stream. That's my plan now, isn't it? Soundwave, Hope, Hero Blender, Chiwi, Pepper, Talifer Gaming, Ender S, Silent Stalker, welcome to the stream, Luxy86, Minty Liquids, Ton of Ash Gaming. Welcome everyone, welcome. Been doing a lot in between streams. I've been doing runs in the vaults, just for my own enjoyment, really. These things, by the way, I've been gaining favour with them. I still haven't fully got my head around it, but it's something to do with those altars that we've been getting gems from, and then I think following it up with a successful run. So I've actually been focusing on just completing runs. You'll see completed. We had one survived somewhere back there. But the last few I've just basically completed. This one had a star in it. Unfavorite? Oh, that would be the one where I got the crazy loot from the treasure room. Yeah, so as you can see here, you know, picking up a lot of XP. Which is good. That's kind of my priority. Doing some bounties as well. I've got tons of loot. Our next bounties are item discovery and mining some black opal. Pretty good on resources because of this. I've built a little contraption over here. Okay, so we have the soul diffuser stuff here, and then we have our black market. Nothing good in there at the moment. And then we have this, right? So it holds soul shards. They stand here to get them. I kind of wish the interface here was a little better, like a player range detector. I'd love it if that were a thing. The buffer on the other side needs upgrading too, because it'll fill up a stack, but then it kind of needs to fill them up while you're there. So let's go over here. Oh, did it really? It's put all of them in? We don't even have like one small thing? Okay, let's go double check that in case something weird's going on. Oh, that's it then. Okay, so there's all my soul shards. So, like, they then go into my pouch. Now, I consumed, or should I say I purchased these, right? From the black market. It cost me like 7,000? So this should give me a lot of XP, is what I was thinking. Michael Stiggle, thank you for 82 months. Evil X is in his house. I'm at work, but listening to you in the background. Good luck today. Thank you, yeah. I appreciate it. I feel very confident though, you know? Like I've been doing lots of successful runs. Does it feel like it's luck? I know what you're trying to say though, thanks. Rustic Den, it's your birthday tomorrow. Happy birthday in advance, dude. Happy birthday in advance. Let's eat these burgers. Oh, it's quite a chunk of XP. Quite a chunk. And I might have more lying around in the system, because I've done a few runs, but I've been focusing on XP, so I wouldn't have had... Yeah, look at that. I wouldn't have had too many living chests raided. Yeah, and they don't make a massive impact. I got a vault trinket that I've been saving to open Ulial. I've gotten more knowledge stars, again, from Black Market. I think sometimes from loot, because I found a treasure room in a run. And so I've replaced one key with a Xenium key. I forget which one it was. I think it was a Tubium. So now we've got that sitting there. And we want to push for level 65 to make some new tools. Good skills today, says Michael Stickle. Oh, we got spend skill points, yeah. I don't have a plan, but I know we need to turn our mind to opening up a new mod. There was one that I thought about that I was like, oh, that might be interesting. I think maybe getting our backpacks upgraded again might be smart. And then isn't there like an auto-feeding thing? I seem to remember some sort of oh, maybe it's around here. Auto-feeding, there you go. So 5 points for that, 6 for that, that'd be 11. None of these mods are things that I want to particularly jump into. Don't know what all of them are. Easy piglins might be a good one to do soon for the bartering. Make a gold farm. I don't think we need auto-automation. Yeah, and this other stuff, like, not really feeling a need for it, so it really is probably just those. So, like, 11 points, 11 knowledge stars, I reckon we should see if we can do that. Anyway, I'm going to take these out of these display cases. They're really cool. As you can see, I've deliberately sort of put them up front and center. So what did we say we needed? 11? We'd certainly make those. That's not an issue. It's just these bits. That's probably enough, isn't it? Wait, what happened there? Did it the wrong way around? Uh-huh. We type in knowledge. Yeah, we got loads of the dust, so it's been a while since we've been pressed to unlock these things. We'll go ahead and do that. Enjoy the coffee, says Soundwave Hope. You've reminded me of coffee. A Down says, hi X, coffee and VH, great way to start my day. Yeah, I got myself a decaf here. A nice hot bevy. Yeah, so we'll get backpacks and we'll get the auto feeder. Oh, now the price goes up. Wow. Oh, I see how that works. I've been conned. Yeah, that's no bother for us. What was it we need now? 2 more? Yeah, we got tons of loot. Not short on anything really. We get to spend all of this stuff. Uh-huh. Alright, so that's something we should do before we do a run, right? Sophisticated backpacks, feeding upgrade advanced. So feeds player with food from backpack inventory. Feeds player with food from backpack inventory. More options for when food gets fed to the player. I don't know like what these more options would be, but that doesn't look expensive to me, so we might as well make the advanced one. Let's see if we can just make that off the bat. Welcome to the peeps tuning in, by the way. Moon, welcome to the stream. Real Sandy. T-Will J. Good seal. Let's make this thing. Yeah, okay, so that shouldn't be too difficult. Nor should a gapple. And then, did it say I didn't have that as well? Do you know what? I actually got rid of a bunch of this stuff recently for some soul shards so I could get those burgers. Like I fished out some items manually and I was like, yeah, we're gonna need that anytime soon. Oh no, it turns out totally need it right now. Oh yeah, and it needs the upgrade template thing. Was it the normal one? It was. What were we missing? Nothing. Okay. Take that and then make the advanced one. Yeah, okay, so we've got that taken care of. As for the backpacks, let's see. We've got our double pouch, then the loot belt, then the small backpack, and then the big one. So that has 2 of those. And then you just take the one. Yeah, we can do that straight away with both of these, actually. So we should just double check that they're empty and stuff. Uh-huh. In case they don't keep their updates. Updates? What am I saying? Upgrades, we'll yoink those out. And again, it should be pretty straightforward stuff. We got Heretic. Did I butcher the name or not? 4 months of support, love the background music. Been a while since we've had the Celeste soundtrack on the playlist. I figured, let's go for it. Yeah, I've got like 4 pogs, I think, so we're looking good. And now we've got 2 small back. Wow, look at the upgrade slots. Okay. I guess, you know, eventually we'll put more of these things into it. Wow, that's a huge upgrade. Huge upgrade, okay. Let's go back over here. So at some point I might want to upgrade our double pouch. And we have the refill. Now, I'm probably just going to take that off and put in auto feed. And then we have auto feed settings. Only feed when the player is hungry enough to only waste half hunger points to the food at most. I feel like I need to think about that a little bit more. I kind of get... I feel like the way it's worded makes it hard to understand, but basically it's on about like the efficiency of eating based on hunger, and the other one is about eating based on hurt. I guess it's about timing when you want to eat, because otherwise you can end up eating a lot, but I kind of feel like that's fine if we end up eating a lot. Hello, what's going on here? Can't seem to press the right buttons. Block, match item. Let's just put that on there and put match item. Yeah, don't know how durability feeds into food, but there's probably something there. I think I'm gonna go with that one. Or maybe just leave it alone for a second and see what happens. Anyway, it frees up a slot on the hotbar, which I thought was cool. Something less to think about. Vibing to the stream as I write my book. Xisuma always somehow gets the creative flow going, says Mini Liquids. I don't know how you write while listening to someone talk. That maybe it's just how my brain works with words, but that would drive me mad, I think. But thanks for tuning in. Okay, so what are we gonna do next? We've upgraded, we've auto-fed. I'm kind of wondering if there is another mod in that area. Or to you see, we actually already had those, but until we want to craft more, they're going to be sequestered. This might be good eventually, but I think for now, we've had our little fix there. So, unspent skill points, we got 4 of. I want to make sure Ethereal is maxed. It is. Feel like we could probably upgrade that again. What was the sorcery one? When at full health, I like that one. Do that. And then over here somewhere. Okay, we can't send that up any higher. I could maybe go for this. Like heal 8. Just keep that ticking along. And then we got 1 point left. Again, maybe just something. I haven't upgraded Dash in a while. That'll make me go a little further. Vein Miner's maxed out. And then the battle cry thing. We didn't really... I still haven't got my head around what happens when we do this. I'm trying to see what the number changes. Stacks used per hit. I think we can hold on to 1 point for now, rather than just throw it at something for the sake of it. Is battle cry for the newest updates, is Real Sandy? I think it's been there since the beginning, you know. Oh, and we got this to open. Okay. Vault Trinket. What will it be? While it rolls, I'm going to have a sip of my hot bevy. Stone of Jordan, dang. I don't even have a clue what that's going to do. Let's have a look. Oh, wow. Wow, that's like a broad buff. All abilities. That'll be this bit here. So I would heal more. I would dash further. And the battle cry will go up. Because I don't use a lot of these, and my playstyle isn't too reliant on it, I'd say that one isn't so good. Having talents buffed would be... Because talents are more of your passive things, right? That would probably be the one I like. That'll go in the backpack. As you can see, I've used this a lot of times. See, I took it off because I haven't been looting as much, so I think I might start to wear this one, but again, been focusing on getting XP. Also, let's do a little bit of a base tour. So, you'll notice I've prepped a little something over here. Got some ideas for like how we're gonna flesh out this area. Just haven't really worked on it too much. We have, oh my god, this continuously runs non-stop. So we know we can use modular routers to just permanently farm these. So at some point, I think we'll have a stream where we just, you know, set all of that up. Then I've been clearing out this area. Potentially we're going to link it up to this spot. So we started to develop something over here that would run around from here. So yeah, building options are present. Just been, you know, doing some light stuff here and there, essentially. Up around this area, you might notice a few blocks have changed. I remember doing some things there, and I think I want to create something in this space here too. But yeah, we are expanding. And in order to, get going today on our runs, we need cactus. That is the farm that I'm going to go show you. Bellanet, aka Bellanety, here for 60 months. Evil X in his house. Thank you for the amazing content, X. Always a joy to watch your videos and streams. Thank you for the lovely message, my dude. Much appreciated. Hope you're doing well, and thanks for your continued support. We got a lack of leather. That was a bit of a surprise. So automating those animal farms actually could probably come maybe a little sooner than later, because then things like leather would just be coming through. It'd be slightly different though, because with the bee, like, this works indefinitely. If you put bottles in there or shears, it'll just get both of them. So with the cow, we get the leather from killing. So I don't know quite how I'd want to automate that. It's a challenge for sure. Start with perma-breeding them. Absolutely, yeah. And you know, it's just going to be whatever challenge I want to get stuck into today. I really do want to get to level 65 though, so that's sort of like challenge number 1. Yeah, let's head back down. Let's go all the way down though this time. So down in this area, you'll see, haven't figured out what I'm doing here, but I just started building a cactus farm. Now, this hasn't been running for very long. That is super amazing. So I put in a vacuum module, and the idea was that this, by the way, has upgrades inside of it, so its range is 12. The idea was to essentially just see how it works. I think it picks stuff up instantly the moment it's created, because it hasn't been running for very long at all, and we've got that now. And as you can see, I've also just put in some iron bars to clip the cactus at that level. Now, I would like to be able to supercharge the cactus growth as opposed to expand this over and over again. If I think about the range of this thing, I don't know if I can see it or not, but what we might do is move it out. Might move it diagonally this way and make the scale of the farm bigger, because I've actually just built it the classic vanilla way, where the water streams would sort of line up with where the cactus is. But we're using a vacuum hopper, so yeah, we need to scale that to the size of this thing. If we can speed it up, that would be cool. If not, it's probably going to just passively be farming for a long enough time that as the amount of cactus required goes up, it'll just keep up. Although that being said, we're at like, what, 49, so it might struggle a little bit, who knows. Let's go get some from the surface for now. And then there'll be more prep to do before we run. It's actually super good having this little staircase here. Like, we get out of the place quick. And then there's cactus for me to pinch. The Tripster says, afternoon, Mr. X. Afternoon, Mr. Tripster. We got Everster in the chat. Eversteru, even. God. I am trying to get better, I tell you, with these names. I'm trying. You know, you've been around a long time. You deserve that. Matthias says, hello. I saw it outputting the radius over hover. Really? I didn't notice that. Dang. I need to go back and look then, don't I? Is there much more cactus around here? I could get out the wings and fly, but I just feel lazy right now. Lol, those phantoms made me jump, says Real Sandy. I knew they were coming. I knew they were coming. I was just like, oh, phantoms again. Cheers. Eversteru says, don't worry, X, you've never said it right, and I love it. That's let me off the hook. Where's the, oh, here it is, the entrance. Oh, the way the shaders change between day and night is like, when you're underground, it's fine, but when you're above, it's just so dark. There must be something in the settings to change. Oh, wait, where am I going? So, another 21. I don't know if it were enough. Oh, not quite. Don't worry, we'll get there. So let's go down and check the cactus range. Like when we hovered over it, apparently. I don't see it. Maybe I didn't take it out a minute ago. I don't see it. I'm not seeing anything there. It would be nice to know though. So I don't know what you saw, but I ain't seeing anything. X, if I were to edit your Minecraft character to a song, what song would you choose? I don't know what you mean by edit to, but I did Rational Gaze on my channel, on my second channel, a long time ago. By the way, just wanted to say thanks for the Minecraft version update videos. I guess you hear it quite a lot. Just wanted to say it for sure. I always appreciate hearing that. Yeah, no, I do get it a lot, but like it's a good reminder to have, really. I've enjoyed doing them for such a long time, and it's nice to know people find them informative. You know, because it becomes quite routine, really. It just becomes the norm. So, right, the one other thing that I had to show you was in here, because I've been doing runs. So that means I've got stupid amounts of loot. And honestly, I get sick of like opening them and looking at all the results. So we had this one here, and I thought we'd roll that on stream and see what we get. Look at that. So, Epic versus Amiga. Our Amiga just appears to be so much better. But we got that item rarity and item quantity is low. Yeah, you know, I'm just going to scrap it because... well, actually, what I've been doing is taking some of these good items and chucking them in here because we want to put them in our gallery, which I haven't been working on that much. There was something that we needed. Echo. I need Echo ore right now. What was I trying to make? I was trying to make something and I needed Echo for it. It couldn't have been... It skipped my mind. Why did I need Echo again? Anyway, so when we do a run, we're focusing on XP. And then if we can, we want to do some mining in the hopes of getting Echo. That's kind of just been my strategy. Also, I might modify this to have... Let's put some living on there. Oh, actually, no. What I wanted to do was get the extra to find out what that is. But I don't see it now. Bonus, that's what it's called. Like, let's do bonus gilded. And let's also put in the next thing just to see. Right, so I might need to set up that glowberry farm. Should all be good for the next run, though. I paused my journey of trying to catch up on One Piece to stop and say hi. Says Sweat Spaghetti. Welcome to the stream, my dude. Matthias says, just checked in the VOD, and when you hover over the vacuum, the 5th line shows the range. Yeah, I know what the range is because I put the upgrades in. I did say that. What I would like to do is see the range, is what I was saying, you know, visually. Doesn't appear to be a way to do that. So yeah, like, I'm sort of tempted to, like, put more of these on, but, like, I'm not trying to do a run for Gilded right now. That's what I've learned. Like, when I do that, I have less chance of completing the vault. So what we're trying to do is complete the vault and get to level 60 so we can make a new tool to help us get more items and stuff. But it hasn't felt like I've needed the items so much when I just run and focus on XP. And I'm not sure what I can do outside to help me get more XP in the vault, if that makes sense. Now that I've shifted to just wanting to get more XP. Anyway, we're gonna throw this trinket on just because we will raid some chests along the way. We'll swap those around if we mine ores. That's generally how it goes. Right, now I just noticed something. I have not been fed. I have not been fed, have I? Maybe I had to select one? Oh, now I don't know. Is it looking in my inventory and not in my backpack? Is that another thing? Lock, allow. Oh, I picked it up just in time and saw that one tick down by one. So I had to put allow on it, right. Oh wait, this is feed as soon as the player is a tiny bit hungry. Waste quite a few hunger points for the food. Oh, I get it. Do not consider health. Interesting. So if I need to heal, then it will probably feed me regardless of hunger. But then when you're full health and your hunger's dipping down, I think that's the way it works. Like it won't consume. Nothing over here. No point in refreshing really. So we're gonna go do another run. You're gonna see my run style is slightly different now that I've shifted my focus. Oh yeah, I desperately need to sort out that Silk Touch pick. I won't do that now. I want to make a little XP repair station too, right? It's some good decaf. I should probably drink a little. Let's have a little Q&A in chat. Let's have a little Q&A in chat moment, right? So I can just finish my decaf before we go in. Also, it might be smart just to put the couple of extra items that I need on here. So usually there'd be food. Yeah, so that's why I got one extra slot free. Cool. Dustlow says, yay for runs. I've tuned in at just the right time. It's not decked out runs, it's Vault Hunter runs right now. If you put more gilded random neg, you will have more gilded spawn random, says Echo Star. Yeah, I just kind of wanted to know what it meant by more gilded as opposed to the regular gilded. What's your opinions on decked out so far, says Real Sandy? Absolutely loving it. I did a couple of runs on easy and won both of them. I think I made a mistake of playing too many medium runs in a row because I just lost like 6 in a row. It was a heck of a lot of fun though. I think for the phase 3 I'm just going to focus on easy and get more cards in there. Have you done any grades on guitar, had formal lessons? Nope. All self-taught. Vogel says, I started drinking decaf 80% of the time, really helps with anxiety. Dude, anxiety and caffeine, there's a definite link with some people there. It's not everyone. If you're one of those people, I'd say, like, just if you're struggling with anxiety in general, just ditch the caffeine, if that helps. You know, anxiety can be emotional and physical and psychological, you know. So, like, if the physical one is as simple as just don't have caffeine products, take that option, help yourself. For me, someone who's struggled a lot with anxiety in the past, and I still kind of have like echoes of it and moments with it, but I've got all these tools to help me handle it these days. Every now and then, I do have a coffee, and then later in the day, I do feel like this subtle ambient anxiety, and I'm like, I think that's the caffeine. And so I've obviously I drink a lot of decaf coffee because I like the taste. That way I can sort of get a bit of my like caffeine, not caffeine, coffee fix without having the caffeine. And every time I like start having some on a regular basis, it's because I like that ritual of making the coffee. But you can do that with decaf too, is what I've sort of been reminding myself of. And then I haven't been drinking as much lately, like with caffeine. Is Vault Hunters based from an infinite snapshot April Fool, says Isaiah File. You'd have to ask Iskal that. That might have had something to do with his inspiration for it. I wouldn't be surprised if something like that sparked an idea. Is there a particular reason as to why there's a black bar at the bottom of the screen? Yes, that's because of doing decked out. I changed... I'll modify this for you. I changed the Minecraft display for decked out, and now it's created a black bar at the bottom of the screen. I just really wanted to preserve... Excuse me, burping here. My decked out recordings, if I were doing them live, I'd want them to be the same quality as if I wouldn't, so I changed the way the setup works, and that's now affected this. Chewy Pepper says, Hex, been going to the gym lately. Do you make it a protein shake after your workouts? What would you put in it? Basically, you don't have to eat the moment after you work out, but, you know, you're stimulating your body, and if you're fasted, like I do when I work out, your body is going to want a good source of protein, you know, if you want to capture those gains. The thing is, you probably don't need to, you know, run out of the gym and guzzle down a protein shake. You just need to eat a meal with some protein within an hour, I would say. And a protein shake is a great source of protein. Casein and whey are excellent sources, among the best. The only things that are better are probably eggs and, you know, lean meat like chicken breast and stuff, right? So... although, it's weird, because although protein shakes are supplements, like supplementary, they really are a top-notch source of protein. So, if a shake works for you, that's great, but the best thing to eat would be like some meat or eggs, if you're looking for those gains. Right, I'm almost done with this, but it is a big cup. Chiwi Pepper says, "Oh, that's interesting. Thank you." Yeah, if ever you want like some gym-related advice, because when you're getting into the gym, there's a lot of what they call air quotes bro science. Like if like for example, if anyone says you need BCAAs, just trust me, you don't. Like there is some nonsense that gets peddled within the community, and I've spent a long time trying to figure this out and living it as well. And you know, I can tell you what works and what doesn't, and why you might need it, and all that kind of stuff. Trust me, bro, says Michael Stickle. Yeah. Watch Shredded Sports Science on YouTube, says Mediologist, for a long, long time. In fact, I think I started watching that guy when, you know, he'd have like 10k views on a video, and obviously views don't really like tell you a full picture, right? That's just because I was there early. I was really happy because after a while I kind of got used to his content and just, I don't know, stopped watching it. And then I noticed in my sub feed, I paid attention to the views on the video, and I was like, whoa, he's pulling in millions now? I was like, well done, mate. Like, that's great. And then I started watching it again, and it's hilarious because he's kind of pivoted into like a half and half format with the this is what bonus gilded might mean. And actually, it kind of suits. If they're going to just be one-offs like that, it will probably suit the way I'm going to look around in these vaults for the monoliths. You know? Whoa, hang on, wild mobs. This is the negative right here. Anyway, to wrap that story up, basically, you know, a channel that I followed, didn't watch for a while, and then noticed that they were absolutely killing it, and I was just like, good for you. You deserve it. Because he does a service, I think. Sort of pointing out the nonsense, giving you the proper advice. Right, let's continue on to the next one. If someone redeems face reveal, will you ever do it? Says Real Sandy. No. Good luck redeeming it. Wait, did I see one? I heard something behind me, and I thought I think there isn't one here. That's my guess. Right, now that's 2 for 2 with the bonus gilded, but I don't know if there's going to be like more than one chest in each room. Anyway, I'm going to continue to bounce. You're going to notice that my playstyle is now, let's find these monoliths. I don't use the hunter, I just run from room to room. And you tend to get a few easy ones like that, and then you have a look around on other levels. There's my bonus gilded. That's pretty good, really. Like, we get 1 gilded chest every room we come across. Little guys, you're the worst! Even in modded! Even in modded Minecraft. Oh, get away. Right, here come the wild one. Oh my god. Dude, these guys got boosts. Except one of yours is negative. It's slowing you down, bud. Oh, you hit hard. Okay, got ya. I mean, that gave me an unidentified vault idol. I'm gonna get loot like that, okay. You can roll with it. You gotta roll with it. You gotta take your time. Face mask with white cream and slices of cucumber? Okay. Feel like you're referencing something there. Hey look, I can see another gilded chest straight ahead. There's the wild mob. There's another one. Maybe they actually just like get scattered all over the place, right? Maybe you can find them in tunnels. Oh, there's gilded there. Go on then. Since we got the item rarity up. Ugh, rude. Oh, you're such a pain to deal with, little guy. Now there's more of them getting involved. Oh, this is not part of the strategy. They came from here, right? And now they're dead. Oh, except you. See you later, mate. Oh, that was some coinage. That was good. That was probably not worth it. I don't know. Let's have a look downwards. Another... Right, there you go. That's what I'm talking about. Another gilded. It's going to be a good... Whoa! I totally skipped over that one. Alright. Well, running around these levels is going to be pretty good if we just get random gilded everywhere. I like it. I have a pair of twins in my book whom are loosely inspired by you and Evil X. I'm currently writing the scene where your inspired character is essentially being the dad of the little group. Sounds cool. Sounds very cool. Okay, for a second there I was like, did I like already come to this room? But then like, no, there was gilded chests lying around. What are you on about? So this is interesting. Using a bonus works really well when you have to run around a lot, like artifacts and observers. Wait, I don't even need to stay in this room, right? Just go to the next one. This is, you know, experimenting and learning. Cool. Let's go up top. Wild mobs. Yeah, chicken! Chicken got wrecked. Chicken got wrecked. Then down below, what do you know? Some living. I think I'll... Oh, look at this. I'm grabbing that. I think I'm going to grab some stuff. That's wooden, actually. I think I just want the living. Oh, look at this. Get absolutely wrecked. Oh, there's stuff behind me. Hello. Okay. A lot of living here. I'll happily take it all. Yep. Right, so we're looking for monolith. Does this take me up? Fair enough. I think I'll bounce to the next room then. 4 and 5. Pretty good. West is home. Okay, I've still got my bearings correct. Let's see. Rude. Oh, but you helped me find that. Thanks. Kinda want to go up there. Like I said, living chests, right? Hang on. I can just... Yes! And bounce! Haha! Cheeky. Cheeky monkey. Oh, and that is what I'm looking for. Now, there is some more nates here. Is that going to be like an easy one to get? I think it is. Because, yeah, we can just keep y'all out of range for a second. I can just cheese this one. Thanks for the cheese! And, oh, we've come all the way to the end room already. Wow. Does that mean that one's blocked off too? It is. So we'll head back a room. Right, and I've noticed that I haven't eaten any food with my hunger thing yet. Oh, and there it goes, right as we talk about it. Brilliant. Okay, I like that. That's good. That's set up just fine, I think. Oh, champion, eh? Actually, don't really want to mess with you right now. We're on a mission to get observers. And I haven't seen a bonus gilded, but there is this. Okay, that's not going to work with these lot following me. Oh, now I've got to deal with the champion. Let me jump. Get those crits. Oh! Had to be. I think I might just bounce on this room. Let's go. You're just wasting my time now, aren't you? How did we get up there again? Was it this way? Oh, it wasn't. I'm gonna bounce. I just wasted my time. So West is home, right? Yep. One champ will be worth it. It's not so much that. I like to just keep moving. Plus, there's this. Like, I don't know what room. Wait, no. I've done one of these before. This is ores, right? This was ores last time it was like this. I'm sure of it. And then there's pillagers and stuff, and setting it all off here, aren't I? Set it off! I believe I can wreck y'all. Oh, am I getting shot from behind now? Nope. Wait, yeah, I am. This, you cheeky devil. Right. Right in your face. Okay, when can I start finding something? Like, what is it? Is this room actually a dud? Have I got it? Oh no, not that again. Not that again. That didn't just happen. Oh, press the right buttons, please. Ugh. This is annoying now. Right. Hang on, let's get in here. Let's break us some blocks. Is this a dud room, actually? And what are y'all protecting, if anything? My god, there's a lot of you. Right, chat, can you help me? There are crystal formations not on the walls. It's kind of looking like there's actually nothing here. I mean, I'll take the mob kills, that's soul shards. Trying to make a staircase. Is there nothing in here? I see ores, says Real Sandy. I haven't. Dude, I don't think there's anything in this room. In the big formation set. Whoa! Yep, just saw him. Oh yeah, I just saw him. Okay, let's swap magnets. Okay, so it's not everywhere, but there's somewhere they are. Right, and the one that we're really after is Echo at the moment. Oh no, I should have silk touched. I don't know which one of these I need. They're not dark, right? Dang, okay. Right. Oh, and that's a different one, isn't it? Let's take that. So we need... Oh my god, they are here, yeah. Yeah, I'm seeing where they are now. Wow, I was really oblivious to that. So there'll be some in that one. Right, okay. Bit of a distraction, bit of a slowdown. I think that, and that we've already collected. Uh-huh. Okay, where's our next big one? Like above here? Can I stay up here? That would be cool if I could. Yeah, let's get it. No! Okay, that one I'm not sure if I've got or not, so we'll do it. Hang on. Oh my word, what just happened? That's happened a couple of times now. That's really weird. Oh my god! Well, the creeper might have just helped us in a ways. It might have seemed bad, but maybe not. Because now they're all dead. Okay. Big crystal formations. See if we can find them up here. Hey, my dash has been increased, hasn't it? Is there some there? Yeah, I see. Okay. My god, there's a lot of you. And now you're all dead. Okay. Don't know what just happened, but okay. Right, so there's one. I want a silk touch. Got 10 minutes left for free. That'll be fine, I think. So this room's been the big distraction bit. Oh, hello! Might have gotten a little too excited then. Okay, this should keep me safe, right? Yeah, I feel safe here. Of course I do. Right, nice. Oh, now which ones do I keep? I think I'm just gonna take those three. think I got that yellow one, you know? I think I got that yellow one. Sparkletine. I gotta say, this is like a slow room to conquer. You think about it. But I did waste a bit of time in the beginning. Oh, that's it for that one. Right, I know I can go down. Yeah, let's go down again. We did try that a little bit earlier. Yeah, there's going to be some down here now that we know where we're supposed to look. Hello! Y'all are having an amazing time down there. You can stay there. I'll let you stay. Why would you want to leave? Is that it? I think I can see a couple more. Okay, that one next. Jump up there. Okay, then there's like one over here, maybe? Yep, there's definitely one over here. And now we mine him. I'm going to bounce after this one. Oh, there's a few more a bit higher up. And this way. Okay, west. West is home. We've got 9 minutes. So, 3 minutes per monolith. And we're also picking up random gilded. Now that looks like X marks the spot. I am definitely going to bounce on that one today. There's our wild mobs behind me. I haven't got time for that really, basically. Oh, and then another special room. I like to check and find out what type these are, but I really want my XP, so we're going to bounce. Because if it was something like living chests or gilded, I might, you know, might mine a few more. But we need to get those monuments. Bit crowded. Oh, and it's an ore room. Wow. Of all the distractions. All the distractions. Nah, this is... I thought, like, I want to get that echo ore, but, like, this ain't going to work if we want the XP. I'm going to bounce to the next room. Because we do need to make our way back towards the entrance on this type of run. Resist the urge, X. Yes, I managed to this time. There we go. And then, where's the gilded, man? I didn't see any gilded, but we're moving on very quickly. Because we've got 2 more to go with 8 minutes. 4 minutes per. Yeah, this feels like a good open room for getting what we want. But we've got to deal with these suckers too. Guys, you're not making it easy to look for this monolith. I don't think it's in this room. Yeah, I don't think it's in here. Let's keep on moving. They sound like disgruntled French chefs. Oh. Do disgruntled French chefs have a particular sound? Okay, what are we looking for? What are we looking for here? Yeah, kind of looking for the easy victories. Gonna skip on that room. It's just about getting a feel for, like, how much of the room you think you're seeing. Oh, these wild mobs are a bit pesky for this. It's like we've sort of seen a fair lay of the middle. The upper area's kind of open, but we haven't seen anything down below. So you just want to run in here and hopefully see it. Doesn't look like it. Yeah, this is a bounce. Ooh, and there was a lot of mobs. Alright. Next room. Okay, we want to go east when we exit this one. Wow, you'll spawn down here. Oh, it's an ore room again. Unless I see some echo straight away, I'm not going to bother. Right, yeah, feels like a distraction again. And then we need to go east, which is that way. So the vault... Oh, wait a minute. I've been turned around. I've been turned around somehow. I think... Yeah, okay, mobs are coming from that room. I think I just looked at the map and sort of felt like go right, which would actually be north. Yeah, that makes sense. So, right on the map was east, but going right was actually north. So this makes sense. Yeah, and my compass tells me I've got the right idea. Resets your mana, which, you know, was already full. Okay, down below. Have a look-see-loo down here, I guess. Yeah, watch out, buddy. I'm charging past. Yeah, it ain't down here. It ain't down here. So we go north again, and then we'll start going east. Which will bring us back around, but we only have 5 minutes left to find 2. I still feel quite confident. I've definitely found them with very little time left before. Oh! What's this one? Kills. I'm going to have to pass that up, I think. No monolith down here. Okay. Nope, don't fall back down again. What did I say? Head east. Hey, that's what I'm talking about. Just getting easier. Have you noticed we have not had bonus gilded chests lying around since we came out of that crystal room? Like, I haven't seen one since then. Like, not one chest lying around. Maybe it only lasts for a little bit of time. I thought all the rooms would get generated when you go into the portal, right? Like, but maybe there's some sort of influence as to how these things work. Mana, go on then. Yeah, there ain't nothing down here. Except mobs. Uh-oh, I might have made a big mistake. I think I did, but I managed to dodge consequences of such a mistake. We're still heading east to get out of here. Yeah, I don't think there's one here. I think I'll bounce, go to the next room. Like, you can keep pushing through rooms and just like, is this a trading one? Oh dang, we haven't seen one of these in a while, and I don't know what I'd want to trade even. Is that one of the wild mobs? Yeah, this is a distraction. Okay. Come on, where's that easy monolith that we want? There it is, and there's a gilded with it. 2, in fact. And then we bounce. Oh, is there a way out here? Whew, that was very fine. Very fine right there. I think I head south. Yeah, south is the one. So south, and then we go west. Yes. So we've been through this room before. Don't really have time to raid anything. I'm not sure how far out. Oh, we literally worked one out. Okay, so like, what does that give me? A minute? There's you. There's something up here, I think. No reason to not get a little extra, is there? There you go. 6 raw carbon. Totally worth it. Totally worth it. Yeah, we'll just bounce. We'll just bounce. Booyah! So we did it. And that means we get a lot of XP on the way out. I do not recall doing any of this stuff on the side. Oh, we got 1 black opal ore. Well, there you go, just 1. That is not enough to put us over the edge. If we look in here, okay, all this stuff's just going to get cleared away. Let's check out our ores, though. Let's go see which ones we actually needed. Because we've done all the black ones, but we haven't done these others. Okay, so looking at that, I think we might have got an orange one, but that's about it. No, I don't think we've got any of those, actually. Yeah, orange. Okay, we did get the orange. I think we've already got these ones, you see. Yeah, that's really it, isn't it? Just the orange one. Okay. Let's go put it in. I mean, it's progress. On the monument. Bam. Thanks for the GGs in chat. Appreciate it, my dudes. Appreciate it. Anyway, I don't know why I'm looking in there, because we've got a new way of doing things now, haven't we? Right, we're going to want to repair our picks. That's something we're going to want to do. So we'll take out some XP bottles. Do some offhand repairing. Ooh, my helmet's getting a little bit on the low side, isn't it? Thanks again for the good jobs. We're going to go back in, of course. Got level 65 to reach today. Now we need more bottles. And a repair station would be nice. Also, while we're in the vaults, Salacidon with the Prime for 5 months. Thank you so much. Hope you're enjoying the stream and all we do. Okay. Burger to 65. Unlikely. We did get a couple of chests of that type, so it's not impossible, but I think it's unlikely. Four burgers ain't gonna cut it. Let's see what's on the black market, though. I think I'll just, well... See, I don't know, you know what, I've got a reasonable amount. Let's refresh. Yeah, I don't need to pick anything out of there. We just need to go straight back in with another crystal, I think. Did we have anything? Yeah, like we had, it was a vault idol, though. Maybe those boots are worth rolling. Okay, up here, glowberries might be the bottleneck. What is that stuff called? Warped. Yeah. Gun. Berries and quartz. Hey, we're good. Thank you. So, again, like at some point I want to stack loads of these on top of each other, but it don't really make sense until we're doing a run for items and we're doing runs for XP. I don't know if there's a seal or a modification that would help us with XP. Okay, that's not really comparable at all. Berries and quartz, berries and quartz. I'm a little lad who likes berries and quartz, says Vogel. Good for you, good for you. Interesting, you prefer vanilla tools over vault tools. I mean, it's a case of what suits what job, really, isn't it? Okay, let's go ahead and swap these things back around. And go in for another run, I guess. Oh yeah, grab our backpacks would be a good idea. Yeesh. Oh, they're easier to click on now as well, look. Bam, because they're bigger. The other ones had kind of like funky hitboxes. They'd be a little tricky to grab. So all of those things just got sorted away. It's crazy now because like you get so many items and they all feel super valuable, but then you're like, what am I using them for? I got a crazy amount of jewels and I was doing this. I was doing like hashtag 90, hashtag 89, and just like basically recycling a lot of these. Like really big ones. Because like that wooden infinity. Item rarity, you know, if the number are higher, maybe. You can also cut some of these as well, but at this level it feels like it's way too high. So the ones I definitely know are a bit much, like the infinity ones. See, 24% might be useful. Smelting's probably not. I just go around here and recycle them. So we need to improve the recycler. This will give you silver scrap, and then you use that on the jewel cutting, along with the bronze. So I kind of noticed that, like, rather than cut them and try and make them better, the really high level ones you probably just want to get rid of, right? Hey X, gotta go now because it's late and I'm in Australia. But I loved a bit of the stream I tuned in for, says Lotus. Thank you, my dude. Your pants are looking a little tired, says Riffraff. What do you know about my pants? Oh wait, you mean these pants? They're doing fine, man. They've got plenty of durability. It's the helmet that concerns me. Right, we're going back in for another run. That's all I do lately, isn't it? Hermitcraft, I'm doing runs. Vault Hunters, I'm doing runs. I actually probably need to nip to the loo before I go, because I just decided to stand up, and that always makes me need to go to the toilet. Peeps. Don't go anywhere. I'll literally be right back. My friends, I am back. Vogel says, you even run IRL. All you do is run. I ran today. Ragtag says, got a case of the runs. Please don't tell me. I didn't need to think about that. Tell you what I do need to do. Drink a bit of water. Need to hydrate before we do this run. Same thing again, just aiming for the XP. Which reminds me, after we got... yeah, we forgot to swap this back, basically. We want that... It's only item rarity. I could probably do with a magnet that has item quantity too. Did you eat the glass too? What glass are we talking about here? MS Pooh says, I just tuned in. What are we doing? I'm just having a drink of water before we run the next vault. And then we're going to get level 65, I know it. Mahik says water glass. Yeah, I do not drink... I do not drink water from some sort of glass like a peasant. Oh, no. I drink it from my platinum laced gold cup. Actually, it's like an aluminium canister or something. Basically, I used to use plastic bottles, and there's a lot of, I don't know, concern about the amount of plastic, and just decided to get this like permanent bottle for health reasons. Yes, level 65. LG says Hoof. LG? Do you mean GL? Good luck. Microplastics, to say downs. I don't think it's so much like microplastics. It's more like how much plastic has... Oh my god, okay, we're doing this one. Sort of entered our diet and how that interacts with our body. I don't know, there's some negative stuff out there about it. Basically the idea being like, hey, maybe don't put stuff that you drink in plastic. Yeah, I can't really remember the details of what I have learned to be particularly useful. Right, it's actually telling me at the top of the screen if I look away. Ores, mobs, gilded, and living. I mean, I might as well since I'm here. So we're not doing wooden, and we're not doing ornate. No wooden, no ornate. Hang on, hang on! Wait, I'm not focusing anymore now, am I? Wooden ain't it. Although we do get stuff from mobs, so setting these traps off ain't the worst thing ever. Hello. Yeah, I feel like we need to get off this floor and head back up. I did see a door! What's in there? Hey, that might be super helpful if it's not ornate. Ah, the tanks, man, the tanks. Struggling to hit them right now. Ah! Okay. We ready to cheese it? Because I've failed miserably at cheesing as of late. Actually, I don't think we do. Hello, you were behind me. Oh, maybe cheesing would have been a good idea. No, we got this, we got this. Just about got it. What type is this? Coin? Is this just a coin place? Because we don't get the loot from coins. It's just coins, isn't it? Ah, naff. Oh well. I'll take that. Oh yeah, don't let me take it. Well, I get this feeling that we're not exactly going to win this vault, unfortunately. Now, we do get blood vials here, but I need 15 of them. Yikes. Do they... What's the betting they come from the wooden chests, too? Knowing my luck. To further distract my objectives, or divide them, or whatever. I don't think there's any others. Oh, there's one more. Anyway, chat, any observations? I do have treasure keys, by the way. Any observations of loot and stuff is always appreciated. Hey, you got enough of those things? Because I know some of you are crazy good at keeping track and watching what pops up on the right side of the screen, so that's always helpful. That's just wooden. And now we'll head down. Well, it feels like I don't have feather falling sometimes. Oh wait, we already did down here, didn't we? Next room then. Next room. Should we have a little look? Blood vial, greeny things. Nothing from what we have written up the top there. It don't look good. There was a Tubium treasure door down... Oh, I don't have Tubium key. Okay. Done Tubium. What way was home? North? I think. Yeah. Just double checking. Wooden, wooden, wooden. Is that ornate, I think, over there? Which is not actually one of the ones we're after. I'll turn myself around. Wait, this way. Yeah. We are trying to complete the objective, so... Oh my god, another one of these? Dang, super tempted. If I see Echo... It's a real slowdown, this room. Yeah, I'm not seeing any Echo. Just briefly. I think we'll bounce for good on ores right now. We are just trying for XP, basically. I see wooden. I'm just going to go down and run it. Wooden, wooden. Where's the way out then? over here. Ah, super close. No, little guys are the worst. You need skeleton wishbones, that we do. This gave me a childhood memory, that did actually. I used to go to Wales and I don't know, cook a chicken or whatever it was, it'd have a wishbone, and being the kid, you'd always be given the wishbone, you know. Break it in half, make a wish. Okay, again, we are not getting any of the chest type we need over here, are we? The other thing is, with us bouncing around to rooms, if we find like a room with a dungeon in with a particular type, that could be really good, you know. Hello, gilded. So this has always been, I think, one of the harder ones to do. As you've seen, the observer one, I think, is quite easy. Isn't there usually like one more? Yep. Be cool if there were a little ding noise to let you know that you've picked up one of the things you're looking for, at least. Dang, dudes. Okay, let's open up that. Nothing. Right, nothing. Absolutely nothing yet. Okay. It's going to be one of those. So that's a coin pile. Oh, hello. Another dungeon. Go on then. That's it. Wreck your friends. Actually, does it do any damage to them? I'm sure it does. I'm sure we've seen it do damage. Oh, wait. I'm not using my sword again. Absolute idiot. Right. Here we go. Oh, impossible. Definitely got to cheese this then. This is gilded, isn't it? Oh, my God. Am I going to die here? Yeah, I'm going to die here. Hello. Alright, never mind. I didn't cheese it, so we're probably not going to get anywhere in that place. Even with all those gilded chests. Yikes. Would have been good. Hey, Richard Thornton in chat. I raided you the other day, right? That name just completely set off bells in my head. Oh! I'm trying to figure out what one that is. Is that ores? Because ores is actually... Oh, dang! When we skipped that ore room, I totally forgot. Ores is one of the things, isn't it? This looks like it could be an ore room, you know. Let me get past. Okay, this has got nothing in it. Yeah, mate, thank you. You had a lot of fun. Awesome, my dude. Awesome. Okay. And what? That? Is that it? That's it. Great. We ain't getting out of this room, I think, with a victory. Which means we're probably not going to hit level 65. I wonder if there's a better strategy now. Like, you're 16 minutes in, you've really got probably no chance of winning. What do you do with the rest of this run? Chat, any suggestions are welcome. Probably depends on finding a room, I'd imagine, you know? Find a room with something to do, and then your run has at least got another perk. Great, it's a dead end. Bounties, yep, so like getting the black opal up, but blood vial is one of the bounties. Does blood vial come from wooden chests? I did mention that earlier. It was like, it'll be Sod's Law. Do ore room and bale. We could actually head back to the ore room. That is a good point. Coin piles are where the blood vials come from. Thanks. We did find a dungeon with coin piles, but you know. Yeah, I might go back to the ore room then. Probably not going to get like much black opal from that one. It tends to favour different types. Which is a good point, now that I think about it. Like, Okay, so it's all... And there's ornate. Don't really need ornate. We're just not getting anything that we need. What do y'all think about this type, scavenger hunt? Do you think it needs to be rebalanced somehow? I don't think it's a bad concept. I just feel like I've never had that good of a time with it. I don't think I've even ever... I think I might have completed one very clutch once. But no more than one victory, I imagine, I've had. Dang. Oh my god, it just started raining something fierce outside. It's supposed to be dry for the next 3 days, is what I heard. Didn't check the weather myself, I was just told. Gilded at last. Hey, guess what we just got? The spider charm. Thing is, like, until I've got all of them, like, what's the point in giving them here? Because they'll be worth soul value, and we can recycle the items. So, I played the older versions of VH. This is so different. I honestly had the hardest time with scavenger vaults. Yeah, they still seem to be pretty tough as well. I do have feather falling on my boots, so it feels like I've been taking way more damage last couple of runs. Probably has something to say about the difficulty. Hello, is that double gilded? Hi, where did you come from, dude? Whoa, 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 don't let it blow up. Not that close to these. It's always free, isn't there? Maybe not today. Ornate. Just heard the auto eat go off as well, which is good. Nice. Okay. Let me in. That was a cheeky hidden one, that was. Now I can't get out. Howdy X, tuning in from the Rocky Mountains in Colorado. Glad to see you having fun with VH and good luck with Decked Out. Thank you, my dude. Thank you. Right, this might lead us to the ore room. Again, I think it's worthless going for the ore room. Let's just head north. Continue to pick up some scraps. Let's head up there. Ah, that did not work. That did not work. Hoarding everything is key. Not in this one it isn't, if you want to beat the scavenger hunt. You don't want to hoard, you want to hone in on the specifics for your run. Okay, we're going to have company now. So I'm going to bounce. Just hoping for a good luck room, really, more than anything. Hey, we got a donation. A noise in the air. Oh, we also had Carl's gifting a sub to Richard Thornton. Thank you again for supporting our community. Another gifted sub there. I'm sure Richard has probably already said thanks. We also had Salacidin here for 5 months with the Prime. Thank you for using the Prime on me. Appreciate it. Let's get this living. Our first living of the whole run. And we need it to win. Okay. Adesso is here. Saying, hi X, I subbed to you exactly 10 years ago as of yesterday, way back during Season 2. You provided me with so many hours of entertainment and growth through so many different stages of my life, and I wanted to let you know how grateful I am. Thank you, my dude. I really appreciate that. I appreciate the gesture of the donation, of course, and I love the sentiment. 10 years, wow. You know, Season 2, very special time of Hermitcraft. Very special. I always look back at that season fondly. You know, the Wastelands, what a base. What a good time we had. Thank you so much, man. Appreciate it. Hope you're doing well. And let's go get these coins. Over here. Is coins where we get blood vials? I definitely just got some things on the side of the screen, but they weren't those. What's going on down here? Wooden chests. Yeah, we'll bounce again. That's just what we do. We run through the rooms bouncing. Oh, is this ores? This might be an ore room. Yeah, it's an ore room. Go on then. We're looking for that black opal. Okay, so let's rip out these blocks first. That's how we roll. Oh my god, there's a lot of stuff here. Oh, who's having a bad time? Some peeps. Hi! Don't destroy my ores! A couple of peeps having a bad time here. I mean, it's a lot, but it's not black opal, right? Hey, there's one. And we're out. Bam! Next one! Next one, what's this one? What you got for me? Okay, that's cool. That seems to be it. Let's hop up top. Okay, not bad. Next one. This one seems to have the mobs already out of it. Man, these are some big areas. Look at this. Blocks for days. Hey, I just saw one of those things come through that we're actually supposed to collect. Which is a good point. We are actually supposed to be getting the ores as well. And out we go. Is there more down here? I like these big piles. You can stay down there as far as I'm concerned. You and your friends, right. Yep, there's some to mine. Or is that really it? One. Just one. That gave me one of those items again. Let's check it out. So, 6 minutes left. We now have 6 of those. That's cool. 1 moss, 1 purple essence, and 2 of the 3. Kind of close. We need to get more mobs and more living. The fact, though, that I've only got 1 after killing quite a few mobs. Maybe it means specifically zombie and skeleton. I wouldn't know. Right, we're going to go up top in this room next, I think. Or maybe bounce? I don't know. Wait, do we actually need... No, we don't need anything more from ores. So if we do have a sliver of a chance, it would be finding living and gilded again and killing enough mobs. The mobs thing feels like a real bottleneck. Because we've killed a bunch. We've been, you know, not avoiding them 100%, but we've been killing them. That's for sure. Did I just see blood vial come through? No, that's coin piles, isn't it? Oh yeah, and you're going to need an altar to submit them at. Okay. That was the wrong thing, wasn't it? What's this? Ore pile? That's it. Wreck your friends. Okay. We got ores. We got ores. Actually a reasonable amount for a small dinky little area. And that gave me some more wishbones. So wow, you get the wishbones super easy on this. What way am I going? I think I want to go east. A couple of rooms. We've got 4 minutes left, so we're really going to be bouncing. Probably a case of just happening upon a decent room, but that's unlikely, isn't it? Yeah. Oh, right, we're directly behind it. We're directly behind it. So one more, and then we'll be going south? Yeah, south. Let's go over here. Oh, and then I killed them all. I'll take these. Not what I'm supposed to be doing. Pretty much given up on this run. We can get some soul shards still while we're here. Oh, I just got a purple mob essence come through. Dang it, dude. You are just mean, little guy. And down we go. Up and over for sure. Puppet Head says, hey Xisuma, welcome to the stream. We're in the middle of a run. The purple mob essence comes from the Vault Dwellers. Oh, okay. Good to know. Yep, south is the right direction. We've got 2 more rooms, and then we go back to one of the ones we've already seen. So we haven't got this right. Just double checking. We're up to 5 now. That is just cruel. So if I found some gilded, but it's the living, right? It's the living. We ended up coming somewhat close, but just... Dang, not enough living. I feel like I should probably be getting closer to the exit, really. Yeah, let's just go south again. Last fresh room. Oh, wait a minute. That's not where we're going. We're going up here. That's better. Right, 1 minute 30. Really don't have time to explore this one at all, do we? But there's ores here. Need black opal? Go on, we'll do this one a bit different. This will be the death of me now, won't it? What a terrible decision. Wow. Oh no, now there's one of these guys in here? I didn't expect that. Oh gosh. This was a dumb idea. I just wanted a little bit more. I never put my copiously magnet on. No black opal. Time to run, really, isn't it? Oh dear. And now I'm in a hole. With 50 seconds left. Oh, didn't even get these. Ah, maybe not. Wait. Yeah, no, I'm going the right direction. I had a moment there where I was like, hang on a second. Hang on a second. Yeah, we're fine. We're fine. Level 65 on the next run then. Booyah! Oh no, we still get XP. Oh no, we just about scraped it. Yeah, of course, we still get some XP. Dang, okay, we did it. Level 65. Not bad. I guess no crate to put down. And we didn't even pick up a lot of stuff, really. Actually, that's a fair bit. Thanks for the GGs. That's at least a fair bit, I think. Fair bit of stuff. One thing we do get to do is this. Now, yeah, I got to put that in first because... Actually, do you know what? It goes to the buffer chest at the back, so we're fine. I was just thinking this thing might have a bit of trouble here. Is it taking things out? It is. So it goes to the buffer chest at the back, and then it comes through to these at the front. It just is locked up. What's in chat? Starting server backup. I've noticed now whenever it lags, it's because of a server backup. Yeah, so now we got loads of those. I installed a bunch of upgrades so this stuff runs a little faster. So yeah, you can see it. Just pull the items out. They're worth, obviously, some soul value. That stuff then comes over here, so we can pick them up. You know, there you go, 3,000 odd shards. Resilient. Can't remember what that one does. Don't know if it's worth it, really. Okay, now we can take that back. And then you can see, still getting a bit more from this. What's the world's most polite streamer? Always thanks people for the GGs. Haha. Has lost Flander. Yeah, I like to thank people. You know, you've taken the time to turn up here and hang out today. Do you think this is worth it, chat? The Resilient? Because otherwise I'll refresh the board. Hey, now we got an expertise point. Expertise. So, I kind of like the idea of putting it onto here. That one makes a bit of sense to me. That's what I would have liked to have undone, actually. That, you know, we've done a little bit of that again. So I kind of like Mystic, Artisan. I can deal with some of the negatives on Mystic, though. I feel like Artisan will have way more impact, honestly. So I'm going to go with that one, yeah. Because we've started to do that a little bit more. As for skill points, I think we can probably hold on to them for now, because maybe I want to start to think about some of these, but I need to read them off camera again. I sort of saved those decisions for on camera. I think it might be smarter just to do more stuff like that off camera. Because every time I look and then come back round to it, it's like I change my mind and stuff. You know how indecisive I am. If I'm making a video, it gives me that time to make up my mind, you see. Whereas on stream, it just seems to be the focus. Re-roll the number of repair slots. Yeah, I don't feel like that's very useful to me right now. Yeah, okay, so maybe not this time. So that thing back there needs an upgrade, that's for sure. Let's see, let's do a little bit of tinkering around the base and make our next tools and maybe squeeze in another run. When it comes to upgrades, the one we'll probably want is just a stack upgrade. Which I didn't see on here. Oh, there it goes. That requires a POG. Maybe not then, maybe just speed. Yeah, that's much better, isn't it? Oh, but then you need that. Two's all I'm making. I'm not faffing around with that stuff anymore. We do need to make like a furnace chest somewhere to send items over to the smelter at some point. Yeah, I'm kind of in the mood for a little bit of base building and stuff. Oh yeah, and we need a permanent entrance. I actually don't want it to be here, but we need to start taking care of the back area a bit more, making it a tiny bit more presentable. So now we put speed upgrades on that. That'll probably do it. But yeah, like we want to have access to all these little spots where we need to go and upgrade, and like behind there we probably want to put in some upgrades at some point. Which reminds me, time to do the backpacks, right? Whoops. We have MS Poof 421 here with the Prime. Thank you so much for your subscription. Appreciate it, my dude. Hope you're enjoying the stream and thank you for the support. Wow, that's a lot of items to pull out of there. And a lot of this will just get smelted down into the soul stuff, right? Lots of carbon again. So, this tool that we're going to make, one of the things we want it for is to get more items out of our runs. Because that's actually, since I've made this one, it's really been paying some dividends, it feels like. If you find a mini room, then use your shield. I don't know what a mini room is. And I always have a shield equipped. Rebellion says it's been a while since you caught a stream. Well, welcome, my dude. Welcome. Vogel says, yeah, I wouldn't be able to make a good decision like that. Are we referring to making decisions on camera about skill points and stuff? Okay, so. Can't be bothered to do any of that right now. I'm thinking there's the cactus farm, and then there's this area up here where there's a bunch of blocks. I've got this vision in my head, so I feel like we can probably try and execute it a little bit. Now, the laboratory, if I spell it correctly, yeah, they're not actually as varied as I'd like them to be. So there's also like some black ones here as well. How do you make those? Like stone cutting seems to be the thing. Ah, and it goes into any other type. So that's the one I quite like. Okay, so going back over here. Back to the lab. Let's take the blue ones. Convert them into... Oh, but it doesn't work that way around. Never mind. These things have a crafting recipe. Stone and smooth stone. Well, that's cool. We've only got 2. At some point, we're going to need to make a fuel farm as well, aren't we? Keep forgetting about that one. There goes all of that stuff, then it will come out back over there. Oh, we never did this. I think we're good on all of those. Vogel says, yeah, with chat and everyone watching. Yep. Yeah, it's, you know, I always have this attitude of like, you've got to remind yourself to try and do your best, and you know, how do you have the best stream and stuff? And so little ideas like that you really got to pick up on. I feel like I've spent way too much time dilly-dallying over menus. I should acknowledge that I'm a pretty bad decision maker while I'm streaming. So that's why I need a vision. I need to know what I'm doing sometimes. So, talking about having a vision, up top I've got a little bit of a vision. What one's that? Limestone. And I just want to find a few blocks that might complement the idea. So what I picture is, for some reason I always picture this thing stepping downwards, whereas this is like 1 block higher, but maybe we could embrace that. So we want to change out our tools here. Probably time to put these things away if we're not going back in. Now, you can do a little bit of this. Just got to be a bit careful where you aim with it, I find. Otherwise, you rip out too much. That seems to be good. Oh, this is the old solar panel setup. That's why we got... Oh, and look at how it makes the room dark. Fascinating. It's not particularly good. I think I'm going to turn... Nah, while we're clearing that out, we probably want it on. And then we can see. That is so weird. That is so weird. But that's the way it works. So yeah, the height at which I'm picking it away at is kind of important here. Right, anyway. So somewhere between these two, I'm kind of picturing it having like a step down. I feel like that's just around here. Try it with tough. They're a bit contrasty, but as we put more blocks in the mix, it might work. Okay, and then we rip out some of this floor here. And then we take those lab blocks. I sort of pictured something like that in my mind. I think it might be better to alternate these differently. Let's try it with this here. And now I'm in a hole. Like, this is always like a very like cheap and easy pattern. Like, I don't put a lot of merit in seeing this in a build, but I don't know. I'm sort of drawn to it a little bit for this area. Felt kind of like, it's called a laboratory block, so I wanted to set up like a bit more of a clean laboratory-like environment feeling, but maybe, I don't know. Richard Thornton, thank you for gifting a sub to Amesy Guy Q. Hopefully I got that name right. Probably butchered it. You know how we do. Thank you for gifting the sub and supporting our community, dude. Much appreciated. Bro, I've been watching since 2016, says Sticky Grenade. Awesome, my dude. Thanks for sticking around. That is very cool. The years go by. Right. How do y'all like that anyway? It's only a component of the puzzle. I think we have to really lean into it to make it work, which is going to require some illumination blocks, of which I have a few, and I think the recipe was friendly. Yeah, look at that. We can do that. No, can we? We can just about. Should really add those to the list now that we're going to be using them. Redstone torches, eh? That definitely won't be a problem. 2? Apparently I ain't got sticks. Okay. Oh, and I've been collecting this. Chromatic planks out of the vault. Oh wow, those don't do that. I have no idea if they're going to be useful at all. There you go, we've got a bunch more. Cool. Oh no, we don't, because I left the... Put the glowstone in there. There we go. God, crafting is difficult, even when it's automated. Yeah, like, is there any, like, uses... Oh, here we go. For this... Oh, this is probably what it makes. But there it is. No, they're not it. That's it. Uses. So you can use them to make, like, some regular looking stuff here. Yeah, this is what I was thinking about. Like, is it going to be used inside of the vault? Oh, and it makes that. Because I pinched it out of the vault. I didn't know if it were rare or not, if it was something special. So I thought I'd just pinch a bunch of it. Anyway, I don't know what its crafting recipe is. I thought if it were made out of ingots, it might be a bit tricky. Chiwi Pepper says simple but nice. Yes, simple but nice. But we'll elevate what we're doing here, and there might be like some better blocks for doing this in the pack, but hopefully we can find some good stuff. So, in terms of height and stuff of this room, I do want to keep it relatively low. So I feel like those blocks are where the ceiling is, and yeah, these are probably better off being level with the ceiling. So what's the ceiling material? Maybe it's that darker laboratory block. I was going to go with the one that had sort of shine to it, but maybe if we went with this. Okay, but then we want it to feel like the light is like a pipe. That makes sense. And that is going to come across like this, yeah? But it's not going to go in a straight line, because that would just be too easy. And it's going to go across here. It's going to go in that direction for a bit. Oh, you can also rotate these. Okay, let's get rid. I feel like it would make more sense going that way. Then the corner is the corner. It'll have to be one or the other. And then they go that way. Then they go this way. So now what we do next is we fill in these spaces. That should be obvious. So we see less of the light coming out the side because it's level with the ceiling. And the question is, do we like this? Does it look okay? I kind of like the idea of it all being one block lower, but then when you want to put those panels in the corner, it's always super awkward. I can't help but feel that maybe the bars don't actually add a lot. What do you think, anyway, chat? Sticky Grenade says, man, this mod looks so cool. What's it called? Well, we're playing the Vault Hunters mod pack, and this is from Simply Light, and this one is from Auxiliary Blocks. I think we're going to need a load more smooth stone because this is going to work. Let's go smelt some stuff up. What about fuel sources as well, chat? Is it going to be an automated bamboo farm? I think that's what it's probably going to end up being. But I want to do it with something modded. It feels like the bars make it a bit too much the same colour as the ceiling. I agree with that. My main concern with the bars is not so much colour, it was the shape. I feel like they block out a lot of the light. Yeah. Oh wait, I did put it over here. Okay, so now that we've got some more of that, only a stack for now. Let's just fill it in a little bit more. Just get to grips with the idea that this is the look for this area. I thought it, you know, it kind of suits thematically, like, if we're going to have a bunch of animal farms in this area, it can be like a bit of a lab environment, you know, villagers in cages. It's, something about it being like a laboratory, to me, makes it, you know, feel more experimenty. You know, it's not too bad, I just feel like you want a little bit more of that texture. This seems to nullify its brightness too. Not sure how we'd rectify that. Sticky Grenades says, nice design, man. Looking good. One day I wish I could join Hermitcraft. Do you know what I always say about joining Hermitcraft? Like, make your own Hermitcraft, okay? That doesn't mean make your own SMP server. Don't do the same things we did. It just means, like, Hermitcraft is a blessing to be a part of. I don't know how this happened, you know, here we are, okay. Incredible. But, like, if your ambition is just to join Hermitcraft, you might miss out on realizing your own brilliance and having the opportunity to make something that other people enjoy. Oh, apparently this was part of the outside area. That's interesting. Because I guess I'll have to find a way to cover that up. I was going to have the grounds. Oh, no, actually, the ground's like one block lower. Okay, anyway. You know, I'm not saying, like, make your own Minecraft server. I'm just saying we're a bunch of people creating and doing together. You can do that too. It doesn't have to be Minecraft. You can apply yourself, essentially, and find something... find something, you know, where you get to express yourself and put yourself out there in the world. And who knows what will become of that. So, I'm looking at this bit here like it would be a wall, right? But then that bit, yeah, is the outside area. So I think we're going to have to embrace... Oh, maybe those blocks. Oh, hang on, quick. Run down here, Sandy. They're all gone. I have been recycling those blocks after runs because I didn't think I was going to build with them. Where am I going? That's changed. I'm like using a little bit of them over there, as you saw. So for the time being, I think we can hold off. But yeah, how are we doing here? So like, yeah, those come in faster now. So somewhere around here, sandy rocks will be taken off. There you go. There's an item called Grate, which I think could work. Yeah, we use Grate around here. It's a little too industrial, I think. The bars are just a little bit cleaner, let's say. That's why I kind of like them. Right, and then we need more of those sandy bricks. And then we probably need a bunch more lab blocks. Well, there you go, there's plenty. So sandy. We got 20 of those and one of them. I'm not sure if we can convert them back. You can, that's amazing. However, I think they are actually just polished sandy blocks. We might have enough right now, without having to do another run, to rectify this. So I think what we're going to do is probably bring that forward in a way like this. Just because it allows us to bring whatever connects to it further forward too. Yeah, so we're missing a block here, that's fine. So is all of that the outside? Oh, we might get lucky here. Oh, not quite. I can change that though, that's just one block. What about that one? Korshaw. We'll take that and put it like this. So we get to fill this in with some other sort of material now. And then somewhere around here, I do want the ceiling to actually come down a block, although kind of looks like it might make more sense if he wasn't talking gibberish. Oh, I turned it into a joke. Well done, me. Let's type in iron. I've got a feeling. Is there like some iron alternatives in this? That'd be cool. I kind of want a cleanish looking block like iron. Oh, and I kind of want to use some of these blocks around here. I saw these in Tobo's world. I'd noticed these in looking through the menu before, and they're like quite interesting for creating some work area industrial stuff. So like chromatic iron block, if it wasn't an animated block with that little hint of color, that would be a nice something. Yeah, some sort of clean white iron looking block. You know what, the lab blocks might have. I just lagged. They don't have like a bright white one. So something clean and white that suits the lab is what I was thinking of. Carl says that was a classic brain glitch. Oh, it definitely was. Definitely was. What about sheet metal? That we've already used right next door, but you actually don't see it. That's a good point. You don't even see that in that area. So, yeah, let's try that then. So on the inside, you're not really seeing it. It's on the outside, so we can use it again. Yeah, like there it is there. So this is going to get filled in with something. And then I think actually what we want is this to be one block further forward. Yeah, maybe we just have like... no. That's kind of okay. I need like stone on here. Oh, I do have stone there. Hey, noise in the air. It's the British cheetah. And I'm gonna sneeze. Excuse me. Oh. Oh, it got there eventually. The British Cheetah, thank you so much for gifting a sub to Hygiene Huns. Hygiene, be sure to say thanks in the chat. We always appreciate a gifted sub around here. Got 480 of you tuned in today. Thank you for coming by. Be sure to hit the follow button over here. This is probably going to be my new streaming time in weekdays, I think. We'll see how it all goes, but I quite like this. Fits nicely into the day streaming at this time. Okay, so that works, doesn't it? But I really love this idea of one, two... Like, I want it to feel open, but just with a little bit more structure. Let's say we have 5 and then a gap. So you got that there. It's a little on the low side, but then it steps down into something higher. Gotta love a bit of building and construction, right? Feeling your way through it. Making some decisions. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then you bring it down here. Oh, just happens to line up with that. That's got a cool feel to it. I like it. Let's go ahead and bring all of this all the way over. This is where I probably need to start using some of those building gadgets, right? Which are located down here. Yep. Freeze 1K. Thank you for resubscribing for 3 months. Hello, have a nice stream, X. Thank you, my dude. Thanks for coming by. Hope you're enjoying it. It's nice. So many other VH peeps don't build on stream. This is so chill, says Aussie Crafter. Oh, do they not? That's a shame. I mean, you know, depends why, like what you're playing for while people are watching. I love the mix of, you know, it's like bouncing between two different games. Sometimes you're building, doing Minecraft-y build stuff, and then sometimes you're running vaults, playing that aspect of the game. It's cool. Yeah, so the building gadget, like, isn't it shift-click to change material? And then we need like a menu key. Yeah, I remember it. Surface? Ah. Right, and then you've run out of materials. I see. So we need a stone cutter up here next, I think. Yes, please. Thank you very much. And in go these ones. The lab blocks. And we use our building gadget. And we can kind of make that a little less painful. We need to clear out the space for this too. Oh, there's a torch there. Always feels a bit dodgy using the vein miner, I've got to say. Right, how high is this thing again? Now I'm down here! Oh! Yeesh! No! Stupid back areas of the base. This is not suitable for X. Right, I've managed to find my way back up here. Yeesh. Okay. This needs filling in, clearly. No more holes. Hashtag no more holes. Oh wait, am I going... Yeah, I'm going too low there. Okay, so all of that can get filled in. Let's do the lamps first. So let's have it go this way. So about here and then come across. And I think I'm going to push this room further back so then it comes this way. All the way over to here. And that should provide like a fair balance of illumination. Then we've got the floor to do at this area, so let's go ahead, rip out some more of this space. We've got a noise in here, Evil X here, and Ark is here for 67 months. Woo, that's a long time. Evil X in his house. It's his house. And, yeah. Don't know where I'm going with that. What is that mod, says Gamer Cho. What is that mod? That should be like a quiz game that we play. What is that mod? Now, why is that? Oh, it's because it's not on a surface, I see. What is that mod? Great question. There are lots of mods in this mod pack. Okay, like that. Right, so... No? Still... Oh, it has to place it on the surface. I see. That's a bit annoying. Now I've got to fill all of this in. Maybe I haven't selected the best option here. Yeah, I probably haven't at all. Let's use it while we can, though. Because it's going to be good to fill in a fair bit of this by the looks of it. Oh, then it went higher. Yeah. Okay, no, it's a problem. Got to make sure you put it in at the right level. Like over here. So it kind of does a little bit, but not great. Yeah, so let's investigate the other ways of placing then. Like, it could be one of these. Like when you point up here. Oh look, it puts some above there as well. We don't want that. So I'm gonna basically be aiming at the side of the block, so build to me. Interesting. That looks like it might help. Ah, that's the way. Oh, that's very good. That's very... I like that. Yeah, and it builds to where I am as well, so I'm like the cutoff point. That's super cool. There you go. Are we out again? I think we're out. Get a few more lab blocks in the place. So now when I use this at a greater distance, it becomes more powerful. Wow, that was great. Okay, I like that one. Oh, whoops, I clicked incorrectly, it seems. Oh, it did it again. Huh. Maybe there's some weird edge case there. Yeah, there must be some... What's going on here, then? It sort of flips as soon as I click. Okay, that time it went. Right, and then this thing wants to go all the way to the edge. Yeah, so... Put that there. Very nice. Now we need to put in the bars. Is this SMP or Solo World, says Gamercho? We're solo. Spooky music, man. Right, that's all of those in place. Now we need more of this wall. Then we need more of those fives. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you'd have it here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then the next one would be one block further over. So that's probably like the edge of the room. So we'll go ahead and sort of square this out. And that, my friends, is, I think, the ceiling of this space done. How do we feel about that? Looking good so far, I think. Hate to say it, but does the ceiling feel one block low? It's probably because of the position of these here. As we move things around, it'll feel okay. Like when you stand here, it feels fine. And what I wanted to achieve was a feeling of like a difference in height. And actually, I kind of wanted it to be like this would be one block lower in this room. But now I think it's going to maybe even be one block higher. And have like a bigger open space here. Sort of be the idea. So yeah, it'll evolve as we piece together the pieces of the puzzle. So anyway, I do want to get more of this room finished, which means we're going to have to start to do this. Did you see that honeycomb just like fizz around to me then? That's because there's a hopper underneath, but it fills up quickly. Doing some good work, says Sticky Grenade. Thank you, thank you. Wait, what level are we knocking out here? Down to here. Right, while we're etching out this room, do we have a talky topic for today? Anything on people's minds in chat? Do I have a waffle in me? I don't know. I haven't eaten a waffle. Jeez, that's not what I meant. There's not one in my belly digesting. Look at it, it still keeps floating over to me. Very cool. Hey Xisuma, have you ever played on 2B2T? I have not, no. Although, I did play on an Anarchy server with Kearshaw like a very long time ago. very long time ago. Oh, is that the right type? I think I might have just made the wrong... There's like several shades here, isn't there? Look. I think it was that one. Yeah, that looks like the right shade. Okay, so now I wonder if we can use the copy-paste gadget. There's a high likelihood of something going wrong here. Copy. Yeah, we're in copy mode. So, like, what if I do this in little 3x3s? Okay, that's kind of not what I thought it would do. Or maybe, like, shift. There, that's more like it. So then paste. Okay. Whoops. Totally put it on the wrong bit, didn't I? Oh, do you know what? No. You need to do it in a 4, otherwise it won't alternate. Huh. Oh, where did my... Okay, I swapped it out. Brilliant. So what we want to do is change the mode to copy. And click there. Shift click here. So we're going to copy from there and paste it like around here. Oof, that works. Absolutely works. Good. Because of that, I think I might just make this slightly bigger. Or at least so that we got room to just paste it all in and then rip it out after. Well, that absolutely works. Now, here's another thing you can do. You can look at this a bit different now. If I go into copy mode, let's click that corner, go all the way over to here. You can kind of look at it like you're doing a whole room. That being said, you'd start with 1, 2, 3, 4. So you'd go there. And then you wouldn't want, yeah, anything along here. Okay, so if we then go back to this gadget, go into paste mode and try and do the same thing again. I think we need to be over this side. We're going to run out of blocks before long. Or maybe not. There you go, ran out of some blocks. Oh, ran out of them a while ago. Yeah, not bad, not bad. Should have been a bit more prepared. I've actually run out of most of those blocks, dang. Oh, look at that. Oh wait, I've got to go down. Why is this thing not working, I'm thinking? Oh, wow. Interesting. We're starting to really fill up some discs here. We've had more noises in the air. Jen Farah, thank you for the raid. And Curls, thank you for gifting a sub to Jen Farah, whose name I probably butchered. Fire raid warming your heart. Thank you for the warming of the heart. Yeah, what community are you from? I'm gonna guess playing Minecraft, raiding a Minecrafter. Enlighten me, peeps, enlighten me. We are trying to make factory, no, the laboratory blocks, that's what they're called. Okay, anyway. So if I'd have prepped a little bit further, the rest of this would have been done with the copy-paste gadget. But, hey, more honey for me. And then we fill all of this in. There'll probably be 1 or 2 blocks missing under there, that's fine. Okay, now this thing, can we like... We can't rotate. And if I did, I'd probably find a way to screw it up, so... do you know what? I'm just going to do the rest manually while I read chat. X is in concentration mode, so it could be a minute before he notices, says Bear. Oh, ever the doubter, Bear. Ever the doubter. I'm on top of it today. I was on Truly Bedrock today, sorting out my dragon and castle details and gathering wood. Oh yeah, I'm aware of the Truly Bedrock server. Yeah, I don't really ever play Bedrock Edition of Minecraft. Always been a Java player. But yeah, I know a lot of peeps out there do play Bedrock. I think it's the most played version, right? Like, not really much debate there. It's just seems like the most watched one is Java. Oops. Anyway, thank you for the raid. Hope you had a good stream. And for any of your audience not enlightened, This is Java Edition with a mod pack we're playing. Okay, gonna put on these ones. I keep picking those up, it's starting to get a bit annoying. Bear says, I sent that 2 minutes ago. Lol. Oh, gosh. Oh, the standards are slipping. 2 minutes. 2 minutes. Dang, what's up with me, eh? Right, let's do that. I guess we need walls in here now? I think I might as well make this thing, here. Actually, I kind of want this lab to like extend in multiple directions, I think. So maybe we try and keep the walls a little open-ended for now. Like, so we can rip them out and put in little alcoves. There's that word again. I'm playing decked out. It's a nice word. I like it. Okay, there you go. Bear says, I didn't say lol, your brain added that on. You're looking for anything. I said lol. Yeah, any little thing. I was the one lolling. Jeez. Come on. Unacceptable delays in this stream. Outrageous, says Carls. As if there's some sort of delay between the video reaching the people watching it. And some sort of delay when they type their message. And some sort of other delay when it has to appear in the chat. And then another delay when the person doing the stream looks over. Oh my god, it's just like, how am I not replying within a second of you typing? Oh dear. Let's go place down this stuff for now. I was gonna go search for some other materials, but I'm kind of keen to just get this room feeling. What? Oh, okay. So, right, the ceiling needs to go over one more block. Yeah. Because we extended the floor. And I've totally forgotten what I was saying. Brilliant. Oh my god, X plays Vault Hunters, dreams coming true, says Mellow Men. Yeah, I've been playing for a while, my dude. I'm at level 65. But, welcome, welcome. That's the way, come on. All of the blocks, all of the blocks. We want this place feeling a little more finished. Okay, now those 2 blocks can come out. What about the rest of them here? Uh-huh. Okay, so we need to get, oh, do I want to recess this a little bit? I think I can. Oh, we love a little bit of recessing. It actually looks really good. So cut andesite and then some sort of material on the side. I think actually we used the dark lab block last time. Cut andesite. Sup, my dude, says the RTG Gaming. Welcome to the stream. Vogel says, why aren't you reading my mind? One day we might get there, you never know. All this artificial intelligence and Neuralink and... Man, the future's going to be a strange place. If you ask me. I mean, you know, I'm excited about the future of technology and stuff. But I've been in a bit of a weird spot lately where I found that like recoiling from the pace of it has been immensely good for my mental health. Okay, that's kind of, I love how this guy's standing here like he's powering the lights for us. Just in line with it. That's kind of great. I like this so far. I feel like there needs to be like pops of color and stuff just on the outskirts of this room for it to really feel like, I don't know, like there's more going on, because this is like a very plain and clean look. In fact, we might kind of want to move some of these farms out of this area and get it so it's more like very clean in the center area. And then all of the villager stuff, like they could actually be in little sections on the edge here. I don't know. And then we got this big old area down here to work with, where we need more sandy rocks for. I feel like I've done my bit here today, so I'm probably not going to lean into this too much more. I think we need to ask the question of what farms and automation is most important next. And there's two that are not particularly exciting on my list of things to do. Shall I put my building gadgets in my backpack already? This thing is getting cluttered, but we could upgrade it. And then there'd be a scroll bar and some extra stuff down the bottom. That being said, this thing only has a small scroll bar now. It might be worth going all the way up to a small backpack with it. One of the pillars is not centered correctly. Have a look. Oh yeah, it's not, is it? It's not. Yeah, gosh, what are we gonna... Dang, it's not centered. Okay. I don't know how to fix that. Wish there was a way. Unfortunately, there's nothing I can do about that. Dang. Mahake says, it reminds me a little bit of those breakfast places where you can see in the American movies with the red sofas, coffee and scrambled eggs. Oh, I totally get you. There's a brand in the UK called Ed's Diner. And they go for that kind of classic look and vibe. Yeah. And that, yeah, there's just got that particular aesthetic, and I totally get it. If I put some red sofas in there, it'd start to feel like that. Now, what did I say? Sort of half say. It was in my mind more than me saying it. We need to make 2 farms using these things. I totally forgot where I got with the glow lichen bit. I think I discovered that you need 2 dispensers. And honestly, it feels to me like it's probably better off just being done with dispensers. Otherwise, you get a load of modular routers. Then you would want... Oh, we need to set up like a bone meal source too, don't we? There's so much we need to do. And we could put upgrades on our mob farm. There's just like this endless list, and then you get all distracted. Because as I think about where's the bone meal coming from, then I think about... sorry, the other way around. As I think about how we fill it with bone meal, it's like, well, where does the bone meal come from? So we're probably going to have like, you know, a couple of hoppers for bone meal into the dispenser with a chest, which means we would need an exporter. That is probably something, yep, that we're low on. Then we've got to make these again. Ugh. Boy, do I not like this one. Okay, so 6, what was that thing? Silicon. Okay, back to quartz. Wow, we are low on quartz. Let's go ahead and grab this and fortune it. See, like, I'm trying to build a farm, and now I'm just doing something totally different. This is how it's so easy to lose track of what you're doing in this game. You're just one thing to the next. Going down a rabbit hole. Just got to keep ourselves on it. I love a checkered floor, says Vogel. I'm glad you do. I like it. Like I said earlier, it's one of those ones where it feels like it's too easy to do in this game. But in the right place, it looks good. Oh, look at that. Crazy amount. And it repaired my pick. So that all went into here. I think we'll smelt up 2 stacks. And then the rest can be saved for later. Right, get that round robin going. Oh, look at this. The fuel needs spacing out. Because we is low on it. Oh, wow, we're real low here. I think that's some from the last job still trying to get done. Anyway, that stuff will be going in there. Well, Stephen, thank you for 21 months, my dude. How you doing? Thank you so much for that subscription. There are bones as a loot. Yeah, there might be. I want to create like a farm for it more, is what I was thinking. So 2 dispensers on a glow lichen. And I think you just need bone meal on glowberries with the modular router. So I'm going to need 2 modular routers. And I've also now, again, as I will keep pointing out, I've lost track of certain things that I'm trying to do. I need certain modules. The main thing was this, right? So I want to go back up a level, create that. So then I can create... Oh, now we ran out of something else. What was that? Processor binding. You need that at both levels. Let's make 2 lots of that. Okay, then we make this. However many you can give me, 26. That needs to be smelted. Again, need to make that little... Go and smelt this chest. I don't know how we'll achieve that, though. And then we need to make fuel. I keep listing off all the things we need to do. I have a joke for you, Xisuma. Why did Tommy Emmett punch Dream in the Dream S&P? It was the only way he could get a green card. I don't get it. I don't get it. Sticky Grenade says Dream is green. Right, but like, what's that got to do with a green card? I don't get it. Let's see. So I wanted an export. Oh my god, my brain caught up with itself. That's what we wanted, yeah. We wanted an exporter. Cool. We also want cable, because I think we're running low on that. So something will hook up with that. That will go into the chest. Hoppers go into the dispenser. Then you need, like, I think you're going to want some, like, observers and a lever, basically. A couple of those, a sticky piston. With a lever on it. So that you can activate the thing. Although, where would... maybe we'll get a couple more of those, because I'm not quite sure how that would be arranged. Okay, and then your modular router with shears gets the glow like in. That's going to need some augments. Let's go over here. So modular router. What do we want? We want the sort of left click, right click interaction. I don't know what it's called. Not a sender, not a puller. Interesting, a player module. I wonder if that works, like if you put it in an area, would mobs spawn around it? Not a placer. Oh wow. Sender? Which one is it? Chat, any ideas? Xisuma, did you see my joke? I literally read it out to you, Sticky Grenade. Activator. Oh my god, it's like it's at the very I started with what I thought was the first row. There's one above. Of course there is. Hey, Carl's a donation. Carl's a donation is here with a doom. Thanks for the doom, Carl's. Really appreciate it. I got a joke as well. What is leathery and sounds like a sneeze? A shoe. A shoe? What do you mean, a shoe? What is leathery and sounds like a sneeze? A shoe. I don't get it. Don't get that one at all. I think that green card joke made more sense than that. Bless you, says Curls. What do you mean, bless me? Bless me? All I said was a shoe. Oh gosh, I feel like sneezing all of a sudden. What's up with that, eh? Thanks for the donation, Curls. I appreciate the joke. That was great. Don't think I've heard that one before. Almost feels like a dad joke, but it's not quite. Okay. So we're still rummaging through everything one by one, I guess. Still trying to get there. We need it. I think actually that might be it. We might just need to activate a module. Then we need something to pick it up. We might actually get away with another hopper. We'll see. So the place we're going to build this is down here. I want to have space for the glowberry farm. So I think it's going to be like one here and one there. Therefore, this could start to look pretty ugly, but I don't mind it looking a bit like that. I also think maybe it's cool if we kind of embrace the fact that we're seeing all the stuff here. So rather than tuck it away, we'll do that. Then there'll be like an exporter thing coming out of the ceiling, like up at that level. Whoops. Yeah, there'll be a cable above it. Now, where's going to be like the... I could put a block there, a bit of redstone on. Oh yeah, I guess we'll have an activator module down at this level. Although that's where I was thinking of putting the hopper. Not sure. So this thing will go up. Put it into there, go get some shears. Oh yeah, that was the other module I was wondering about. Was like, is there a timing control module? Oops. Wait, what is that noise I'm hearing? Dude, that is a... Wait, is it the thing that I just placed is doing something? Right, now wrecking my own base. Brilliant. Right, I needed shears, and then I wanted to just see... Is there something related to timing? Some sort of augment, speed, stack, sync? That sounds very possible. And you get 16 of them. We'll see what that does. What the heck are you doing? It's clicking on the lamp! Oh, wow! It can reach... Okay. That works across a distance. That is weird. Like, that is a weird unintended consequence. Huh. Let's hold I for more information. Okay, I'm not sure if that's what we want, but anyway. Still haven't quite sussed out how I want to do this next bit. I think... we do that. Huh. Everything's just slightly in the wrong position. Where's those tough blocks gone? Need those. Yeah, at times like this, it probably makes sense to turn off the backpack, especially when you're not like ripping out a bunch of stuff. Yeah, sticky piston at that level. See, that looks kind of like ugly, really. So maybe it could be one block forward and like push it back that way. So let's go try that. What did I just say about turning off the backpack? Now is definitely the time to do it. It's like now we actually want it here at this level. Then we want to block up there, I guess. Okay, then we're going to want something down here with a piece of redstone on it. Right, what happens when I put the glow thing here? It disrupts that. Interesting. Yeah, because now it tries to right click on that. Bit annoying with the clicking. Oh, I guess half of it actually goes down there anyway, doesn't it? So now you do that. Right, then you want it to focus on this block, so you kind of want some stairs next, I think. Stairs will look good. Uh-huh. Then we need access to this block. So it's... Oh, it hasn't got shears in it. Right, now... Always... That should be doing its thing. Action right click. Need to left click. Right click entity. Attack nearby entity. Wow. What about left click? I guess we've got the interaction module. Maybe we need a different module. Do birds snore, says Melamen? One of life's many mysteries. Maybe the breaker module is the one. Although it does say pickaxe, iron pickaxe. So if that's activator, activating is right clicking, then maybe interaction is left or something. So detector is detecting, distributing. Yeah, I'm not seeing which one of these is that. Flinging is flinging, obviously. Placer is often left. No, it's right click. See, what's weird is that I've done this before. Why don't we just go look at where we've done it before? See, it's that one. Oh, I guess that is a right-click activity. Whereas we want a left-click one. Huh. Maybe I didn't actually successfully do this before. Maybe I've jumped the gun a little bit. I guess we could try and make that. And see what the interface looks like. Now it's wooden? Oh, it's any type, okay. It just happened to be exact one it specified itself as before. No sticks in the system, really. Oh, this is tedious sometimes, right? Whoops. There it is, okay. Huh. So we want this plus shears. Shears are already in there, actually. Hey! That's promising. But where did they go? Did they just get broken? Or did I pick them up? 33. Oh, look at that. The timing's good. Now, they are not, as far as I can tell, being picked up. They're just being broken. So, the shears are actually in the buffer, which is kind of curious, because that does not work. Let's have another look in here. Sneak, look level, look above, look below. Right-click entity, attack. There's no left-click there. Anyone know in chat? It'd be immensely helpful if someone knew what am I missing here. Or maybe it's not possible. Does Silk Touch pick work? If so, you can make a Silk Touch breaker module. That is a clever, clever idea. I like it ever so much. Also, we need to check the durability of the item. However, it does seem to me... It seems... Hang on, wrong one. It seems to me like durability doesn't get used in the buffer. Oh yeah, that's for display now, isn't it? Let's go see what happens. Yeah, durability tends not to get used up by an item in the buffer. Interesting how the mining speed completely changed. That doesn't seem to be it. I think maybe trying a player module with an item in the buffer is probably the next guess. Player module. Does it have an option? Can you not craft it? It says disabled in the vaults, but it doesn't... Any ideas there? Silk Touch doesn't grow like an Eva. Ah, guess it doesn't. You would actually make a Silk Touch breaker module. Oh, okay. The breaker module doesn't use the item in the buffer at all. But it influenced it, right? It influenced it. So apparently we can Silk Touch a module. That's not the way across. That'll be most curious. Maybe you have to unlock the player module. No idea. Nope, you can't Silk Touch it. Don't know what you're on about. Don't have glow lichen on me, but don't you need an activator module with right click set on the glow lichen? I mean, it broke it, right? So it aims up. I don't think there's anything else here to configure. I don't know what those... I think those are augments, which start around here. Fast pickup, round robin, mimic. Yeah, none of these look like they apply. If you craft the module using a Silk Touch pick, you get a Silk Touch module. Oh, you have to craft it, not enchant it. Okay. Little things like that. Making the wrong type, that's why. Oh, wow, okay. Now, it says pickaxe, wooden pickaxe. I wonder what my other one says, because on the tooltip on the side... Wooden pickaxe. Right, so... Although the tooltip says iron, I sort of assumed that meant that this just acted like an iron one, as a sort of like a... to stop you from it being OP or something. Are we out of bone meal? Let's go put a bit more in there. Do you know what? Did I fully configure this thing? Because I don't recall clicking on that. Oh, that broke it, but, yeah. Still got 33 on me. Right, I think I'm going to leave that one alone for a minute. Maybe we should focus on where we get the bone meal from. JYM Lee, thanks for checking it out, and good luck creating a setup. I might have jumped the gun, because I had this little thing over here. I thought, you know, honestly thought I got it working. I guess I was using that for bone meal, so that's the thing. Anyway, this mess can go. We'll figure it out. All of that stuff can go back into here. I haven't sorted out the cable. Kind of feels a bit pointless to do that right now. Don't think I need those. Wait. Oh, I just broke some glow lichen. That's where it came from. Can you craft the breaker module with shears? Good question. No. It might be craftable with other stuff. I don't know. So, next thing we're going to do is grab this, which requires a pog. It's absolutely fine. Going to grab those range upgrades. Then we want, let's see, XP. Okay, don't know how we're going to store that yet, but we want that. Then we want a player module, I think. Oh no, we just figured out we can't use that. Well, an activator can right-click, right? We might need a couple of modules here, because that's going to have like a netherite sword, let's say. So yeah, we'll make a netherite sword, we'll enchant it, we'll put it in the activator module inside of this. So we're going to need another modular router, I think. What are those things? No idea. Filters. Don't forget to hydrate. Great idea. Great idea. Whichever one you craft, it becomes that pickaxe. Yeah. What are we talking about? Just joined a few minutes ago and I'm very confused, says Leon Eats You. We couldn't get this modular router thing to harvest glow lichen. And I thought I had done that, but I might have jumped the gun. I might have not actually figured that last bit out. Anyway, we're getting ready to do something slightly different next. It's going to require one of these. Which means we need one of those. And then we're going to need all that cable again. Right, anyway, let's go have a look at where this is. No, wait, I forgot the sword. Sword. Oh, burps. Might actually be able to get this thing to work with a vault sword. Gosh, I got the hiccups. A vault sword? Oh, that is the worst. Is it a smithing table? It is. I know what set off my hiccups. It was just having that sip of water. It did something funky. Got a spare double pouch. Oh yeah, speaking of upgrading my backpack, you need 2 double pouches to take it to the next level. Well, there's a spare one right there, isn't there? Right, knowing how this modded stuff works, it's quite likely it's going to pay attention to that. No sharpness though. Oh, and we'll just put everything on it. Okay, the spot we're heading to next is in this direction. This spot right here, which currently is very uncomfortable, very cozy, maybe should we say. Now it's designed for the player to do the work. You don't have to keep it that way. But we're gonna end up with some glass down at this level, that's for sure, I think. And where is the wall here? Wondering if we should fill that in. Okay, we're really tearing out a lot of this now, apparently. If I fill this in, then we have a glass window, and then we have like the modular router here. Okay. That one's going to be the one with the sword, right? So that one needs an activator module to go front. Oh, it's right click again. Attack. It's got the attack option. Huh. Let's just go in nearest. Actually, yeah. I feel like any system there would work, really. Because you're going to attack them all. Might be curious to observe how that plays out. Now, this thing can't then pick up items, is the next observation. So, assuming the range of this thing goes in all different directions, do I want it to, like, get the items from underneath, maybe? Also, I might not want this magma platform anymore. I might want this thing 1 block higher, you know? I think I want to go with that. Let's rip this out. Well, actually, let's do that. Get rid of all of those. Oh, there's only 2 of them on each side. I see. Yeah, we'll get this thing 1 block higher. And you can have a sword, and, you know, was this the right augment? Action, attack nearby entity. It probably was. Right, that's in line with the wall there, so our window will probably be a little bit higher and around that. So yeah, it's going to kind of lead them to this spot here, push them right in front of it. Be interesting to see how that round robin stuff works with it. Then I think we'll put our other one down here, and I think it's range, which we'll put a couple of in. That's going to be 8 blocks. I think that's probably going to be like all directions, right? That's an augment, so I think actually... Okay, the XP one I haven't thought about much. So I think you open this, and then they go in there, yep. Now, I can say up. Mouse over, activate help. Oh, like that. Oh, wow. I don't know if I need to define a direction. I need to be able to visibly see where it puts. Oh! Didn't know. Haven't I used that somewhere before? I don't recall seeing that. Oh, and that's actually an augment for that. Okay. I think we just need a case of, well, let's chuck it in and see what happens, but I'm also putting it in the wrong spot. Ooh, wait a second. XP type. Oh, it can turn it into a bottle. Wow, okay. Okay, this is promising then, because our buffer is going to probably give us bottles and item drops. Now we just need to get some energy over here. This might mean a little bit of long-winded crafting. Let's see what happens. Did some testing. Neither activator or breaker will allow the harvesting a glow lichen. Yikes. So maybe something else in the mod pack could help with that. I think there's a security upgrade you want for the activator module, so you can get it to count as a player and apply looting. Oh, okay. A security upgrade. Let's have a look. Security upgrade. Doesn't sound like the sort of thing. Okay, doesn't cost much to make, so give it a go. We'll hold on to that. I need some glass of some sort, right? I think we'll take this framed glass down there. Then we need power, right? So I know what the mod is, and the thing that oh, do you know what? We got some 32 mod boxes, 22. Let's see if we get the item that I want, because I got them this way before. Wow, that is a lot of particle effects. Oh my god, the things at my feet. Hey, that looks like one of the things that I want. Okay. 1K storage disk is cool. Modular router, 4K. Okay. The discs, they can go down here. Then we got speed and a stack upgrade. Awesome. Those are goodies. Those are goodies. A farmer came through. A Thernator. That actually produces power. We could literally use that right now. Frame drawer is kind of cool. Actually got 2 of those. Drawer controller and the compactor. I'm going to chuck these things into the system, and then if we want them, we'll find them later. Otherwise, they're sort of like distractions, really. Right now. So that actually produces power. We did not get the thing I was hoping for. If we go to this, it wasn't an energy cell. I think it was an ender cell. So in order for us to create a basic ender cell, we need that stuff. In order to double check and find out, we kind of need to go into the back area again. That is what we're looking for, a ender cell. Okay, now we know what the name of it is. We should be good. Oh, why does that fail? Okay, luckily we can do that. Vault cobble, good. Ender cell. Just need a basic one, I think, because it's just going to pull power, so... Ah! Energizing. I've got an energizing orb. Oh, all the things. All the things. All the time. Not even got blaze powder. All the things, all the time. Ender cell. No, energy cell that was. Ender cell. Blazing. Wow. Okay, back in we go. Now we can make that. I wish there was just like a back button to get straight back to that recipe. Okay, what we need to do is probably just add it on the side. So we have that. Now we need one of those. Now we need one of these. Then we need a Larimar thing. How y'all doing out there? You following what's going on? I ain't. Gosh. I ain't got a clue. Then we need some sort of cable. That's the right type. Now, the ender cell is actually there. So if I just temporarily break that, put this here, we need one of these, a energizing orb, which I have an energizing rod. Actually, I think the way it works is that's got a point at this. And I don't know that it is right now, so I'm just going to move it. Wait, did I also get free traders and a void upgrade? Cool, okay. Take that. Where did it go? It couldn't have gone into my backpack. Where did it go? It just disappeared, didn't it? It just disappeared. It just disappeared. It straight up did the off. We don't have like a vacuum thing in the area. Anyway. So. That item. This item. One of those. One of these. Now it needs to get power for... Oh, it's getting it. There you go. You can see the progress update on the screen. So painful. Hypno in the chat. Oh gosh, that almost made me cough. Welcome to the stream, my dude. Look at me, I'm doing modded things. It came back this time. This time. Dang it. Wait. Then that time it had a particle effect. What? Okay, maybe there's something else to that. Why would it break one time and not the other? Anyway. I don't know what that's about, but I'm just putting it back there. It's not done that before when I picked them up and move them around the base, that's for sure. I guess I might just leave that there for now. It looks a bit odd, but whatever. Okay, so... Your modular router is picking them up. Oh. No, but we don't have one in range, right? That doesn't have the augment. This one down here? Oh, GG. Well figured out. I guess, oh, I got one of those. I guess we'll void those. Yeah, we have a way to void them. So that's what that particle effect looks like. We learned. Okay. Now I have the thing. Now I've forgotten what I was trying to do. Just went down another rabbit hole. Right, so we've got 2 ender cells. Hey, and a whole bunch of cactus. So now we head over this direction. And then down here. Oh, where were we? It needed power. I think I put this here because we wanted infinite water nearby. And that's literally all that is about. This thing just needs to be... I think it's already configured. I think it's already doing its thing. Yeah, okay. Didn't need any configuring. Now we just want to put in some glass. And we as the player would be at, like up at this height, I think. So we'll do this. I'm going to pinch that thing. Put it about here. Could probably actually right now just pinch that as well. Alright, moment of truth. Skeleton will be the test. How does this work again? Put it up there. It's active. Skinny bobs! And now nothing happens. Of course. Of course. Why wouldn't it? Oh, the security module, right? Let's go ahead and take that egg out. The security module. Owner Xisuma. Protect router. Right click a player to add them to this upgrade. I don't know, it sounds a bit weird. Don't see why that would fix this issue. This thing is active, it's got... No. Oh, it needs a module installed. Right. FE Palm. Oh, I'm going to sneeze again. Okay, that one went away. We actually have a 101 Randy Nicole 2002. Thank you so much for over 100 months. Utterly incredible. Thank you for all you do, my dude. Evil X is in his house. I think you are just 3 months away from the golden Evil X badge. That is incredible. Thank you so much, Randy. Botany pots and photogenic insula will provide unlimited lichen. Oh, cool. I kind of like want to find a solution with modular routers. I really like how it's not a one-block solution. That's kind of the fun of it for me. So I'll avoid the botany stuff for as long as I can, basically. Anyone else ever wonder how we can cram stacks of block half our size into our inventory? I think the blocks are hollow and flat pack like IKEA furniture, says Julius. Yeah. This would be one of the arguments for like why the inventory system can be changed in my mind. It's like it's not logical. It's not like, you know, the items that you can carry are comparable to a 2-meter tall human. Like, it is just an arbitrary system, and it could be something different if we wanted it to, but of course Mojang don't want to change it, and it always causes arguments if you should or you shouldn't change it. I just think it's possible that it could be a better system. You know? Sure, maybe you wouldn't have stacks of 64. Maybe you wouldn't have your classic 9 rows of the inventory, but do you really want to hold on to those things when there's a better experience available? I know that I don't. I would be happy for like the inventory to be really reshaped. Could look very different, and I think it would be better for the game. Is that it? Energy distributor model, or was it FE energy? It said something about FE energy, which was weird, but I don't see something here other than that. So I think it's probably just that. Now that's actually not pricey. For a second, I thought that looks a little pricey. Oh wait, where are we going? Energy output module. Okay, we've got both of those then. Wait a minute. So I just need an energy output module, and a distributor is probably like a wireless thing. I think that's probably what that is. Let's go over here. Ah! That's what the problem is. Hang on. Oh, I got no stone left? Now I'm down here again? Moving too fast. Moving too fast. Still wants this module. Do I need to tell it that the power is below? FE energy to run. Add 1 or more energy upgrades. I mean, that is energy output. Let's try again. What about energy input? Maybe I did need energy distributor. But again, range. That to me says it's wireless. Maybe I just needed an energy upgrade. It did say upgrade, I think. I didn't put one of those in my inventory. Okay. It said upgrade. Terminology, right? Just all these different words flying around. That shares energy to other blocks. Output, right? Yes, yes, it does seem that way. Hey, I'm totally new to all of this stuff. It's just a bit of trial. Hey, look at that. Got a thing on the side. Now it's going. Now it's going. And they're shooting. Are they shooting at me, or are they just like, we're being attacked? Maybe they're shooting at the block. I hope it doesn't take damage. I don't think it would. Right, anyway. Now let's see what happens. Okay, so those items are floating, which is kind of weird. That's my magnet. Ah, this might be where we need a demagnetizer in the area now, because there is a module there to pick the items up. They might also not go through blocks. However, we did learn a moment ago that they can go through blocks. Now, the fact that there's just XP there concerns me. It might mean that it's only picking up XP right now. So we need maybe one for XP and one for not XP. That would appear to be true. It's also going to need a whole bunch of upgrades. Right, we're going to be doing some crafting. Yeah, crafting. Up we go. Probably shouldn't leave this running right now. But I think we're over the hump. I think we've just got, you know, the last few pieces of the puzzle to put together. Okay, apparently the security module will help me use my old Vault Hunter swords, not sources. Okay, that's cool. So what did we say we need? One more modular router. Probably don't need the... maybe we could use the distributor. But here's the thing. I've got the second ender cell. I think I'll stick with what we've got working. So we need an energy upgrade. No, wait. I don't need it on the other one. What am I on about? Jumping around. I need that. Ah, okay. That's fine. We've got plenty of this stuff. Woo, 36 more. In you go. We got another POG. That's my last one. Been spending those. So one will have the augment in and the other one won't. Then we need the speed upgrades and stack upgrades to make sure that we can get these items out quickly. That being said, I need to get them out using... is it a distributor? To distribute it into a... No, it's a sender. I need to send it into a chest. And then we probably are going to need speed upgrades. So I think I'll just make a few now. Although we are going to start to get a little low on some of these. So bit of mix and match there. Yeah, we're going to get low on that chromatic until we do another run. That being said, check this out. Still got the issue with the carbon, right? So if I do that, there's actually more available, even though the compacting drawer thing doesn't work. So maybe we're not as low as I think. Anyway, old Vault sword. I think we got one somewhere with chaining. And these, when they're in the overworld, don't have an issue with their durability. Okay, if it's not there, I might have... No, I didn't put it on display. It might be over in this spot. Otherwise, I'm not sure where the old chaining sword is. Well, that looks like it. 2 chaining attack, yeah. Do you know what? I was over here. I should have gone this way. This way is the quickest, isn't it? There's many ways to get around this base. Okay, so if I put this upgrade in, apparently that will work. We'll experiment with that on and off. Now I need a second... No, I don't need a second... Hang on a second. That's because that's full. I don't need a secondary thing here, do I? I need this. Okay, inventory's getting full. This one has one of the range upgrades. We'll take that back and put that in it. And this one... Ooh, did I get the right one? Did not. Okay, this means that both items and XP bottles will come into the buffer. That's why I think we need the speed upgrades. I don't think the distributor or the sender module overrides the speed of it, basically. I did not pick up a chest. So we need to go grab that. Use some stack upgrades or it won't be able to keep up. Max per route is 6 stack upgrades. Yeah, it does seem like that's the way it works. Because the distributor isn't instant. In fact, where we've used distributors before, we've used the upgrades. So yeah, I'm just sort of like thinking my way through it. Trying not to mess anything up. So if I put it at that level, you can't open the chest, yeah. I think wherever I put this, it's not going to be openable, so like, although you can't click on that, I'm just going to put it here. And then I'm going to put our importer below it. Then that's going to go off in this direction. Now, where it connects to other stuff in the base, I'm not entirely sure. If I head that way, it does go down. This cable, like, where is it gonna go? I'm sort of thinking, what's behind the walls? I think I know roughly where it would end up, so... The trick is just trying to find where these things are between one another is always awkward. So, we know that it's somewhere down there, but it can't be this close, right? However, if I dig down at this spot, about this many blocks, maybe a couple more. So like somewhere straight ahead of us should be... that's very helpful actually. That was a little bit scary to do. Not gonna lie. Also, can you see into this area from out here? Kinda. I think I'm just gonna wrap it up. Seal it off, so to speak. Well, that was fun. I really wanted to fall down that hole. Yeah, so that's kind of good. Right, sealed off. And now we know roughly where to go with this. It will go up there. Okay, so we need to go 1 block lower in order to place the importer there. And then we bring this cable across. Then we get on top of it and go for a ride. You remember that stack upgrade and speed upgrade that we got earlier? That's now going to be immensely helpful. And look at that, all linked up. All linked up. And then it makes jumping around here a little awkward again. So, speed upgrade, stack upgrade. We'll take him. You've fallen in so many holes today, says Vogel. That's very true. It's like a speciality of mine. Let's put the bones in. That makes sense. And then, so a speed and a stack upgrade should do that nicely, I think. Come back around here, all the way down. Okay. So that's the importer taking out these items. Now we need a distributor, or sorry, a sender to... Like, what side of the... Hang on. Okay, it's the front. Needed to check that. So we want to put that on the front. So that's going to distribute items out to the front. Stack upgrade and the speed upgrade should make light work of that. That's going to synergize with that again. I won't worry too much about balancing this out right now. We should have a source of XP and items now coming into the storage system. I might have to create like a voiding system soon, because we're going to get a bunch of like items from this. So I should probably put a void upgrade where there are bones and arrows in our system. Anyway, I think for now we just want to get it running. Lucky me! Lucky me! Oh, my lucky boy. Oh. Gosh. I'm the only person to ever accidentally click with the wrong item in the wrong place, ever. Ever, I tell you. I feel like... No, standing at that height's good. You just need more glass. Wow. Is it chaining? It's not chaining, but it's wrecking house. So, maybe one with sweeping edge on. Or something along those lines. We'll have to experiment. The speed is good. Can I get a speed upgrade on that? It might be a speed augment. Yeah, like, why couldn't I use that upgrade? So, like, we literally got one here. Let's see if that helps it. Oh, if it did, it was ever so slight. Definitely faster. Still one hitting them. Right, now we're going to have all sorts of, like, junk items and stuff coming into the system. There is still more work here to be done. I like it. It's a cool project. We need to sort out our drawers. We need to do all kinds of things now. That's not straightforward because we're going to have a lot of junk come into the system. So, stuff to be figured out. You may have noticed that the music stopped. That means it's time for me to end the stream. I need to go find someone to raid. And I need to thank everyone for tuning in. I appreciate y'all coming out, by and hanging out with me at this new streaming time of mine. I will continue to experiment with this. And, yeah, of course, hit the follow button. If you want to check out more stuff by me. If you're like, oh, X, don't go. I want more of your content, your beautiful content. Go to linktree.xisuma.co. Have a look there if you haven't done so before. Here's a name I remember from, I think maybe from Minecraft from like a long time ago. So I'm just going to go raid Sevidus. I'm pretty sure Sevidus is a Minecraft, right? Anyway, I have to kind of, yeah, no, I pretty much got to bounce. I just noticed the time. I'm like, yep, definitely got to bounce. Okay. So I will probably be able to stick around for all of 2 or 3 minutes.